Chapter 2939. Although he could not break through to the Boundary Emperor realm for the time being, Lin Feng was not discouraged. Even if the light of calamity appeared, he could not casually break through to the Boundary Emperor realm because Lin Feng's savings were simply too great. It was not easy to break through to the Boundary Emperor realm. Even ordinary cultivators would find it difficult to break through to the Boundary Emperor realm. Not to mention, Lin Feng had such a great savings. No one would doubt it if Lin Feng broke through to the Boundary Emperor realm by thousands, or even tens of thousands of times. Therefore, if Lin Feng really wanted to break through to the Boundary Emperor realm, it would be as difficult as ascending to the heavens. Therefore, Lin Feng wanted to kill the Sky Demon Emperor's son and obtain his heavenly fire. With the heavenly fire, he could break through to the Boundary Emperor realm. However, the Sky Demon Emperor's son was not so easy to kill. That was because the Sky Demon Emperor's son always had many experts by his side. Moreover, there was a terrifying guardian following the Sky Demon Emperor's son. If he wanted to kill the Sky Demon Emperor's son, he had to find an opportunity when the Sky Demon Emperor's son was alone. However, this opportunity was not easy to find. Lin Feng would not break through to the Boundary Emperor realm for the time being, so he could continue to wait for such an opportunity to come. Of course, Lin Feng hoped that this opportunity would come soon. When the time came, he would kill the Sky Demon Emperor's son and obtain the Black God Devouring Flame. After refining the Black God Devouring Flame, not only would he break through to the Boundary Emperor realm, but he would also obtain the fifth heavenly fire. It was killing two birds with one stone. Ha ha ha, the effect of the Emperor's origin is great. Taoist Wu Liang laughed loudly. This guy had obviously obtained a lot of benefits after refining the evil Emperor's origin, which was why he was so excited. Lin Feng's thoughts were also awakened by Taoist Wu Liang's sudden laughter. Lin Feng took out the drop of blue Luan blood. He planned to study the blue Luan blood. Lin Feng felt that the blue Luan blood contained some secrets. If that was the case, it would be great. If Lin Feng didn't have any secrets, he would have immediately refined the precious blood of the Cyan Phoenix to increase his cultivation level. Lin Feng's spiritual will invaded the blue Luan blood. Suddenly, Lin Feng felt as if he was being summoned by something. He found himself at the bottom of a huge immortal mountain. This is... Lin Feng was incomparably shocked. This must be the scene contained within the Azure Luan blood. After comprehending these images, his spiritual force invaded this world. What secret is hidden in the Azure Luan blood? Lin Feng couldn't help but mutter to himself. He flew up the immortal mountain and finally landed on the peak. There was a cave abode on the peak. The words, Azure Phoenix Immortal Abode, were written on the immortal abode. Lin Feng was shocked. He actually dared to call it an immortal mansion. This should be Qing Wan's cultivation cave, right? Qing Wan had the bloodline of the phoenix, and was incomparably powerful. It was indeed possible for her to cultivate into an immortal. Could it be that this cave was left behind by the immortal level Qing Wan? The Azure Luan blood Lin Feng obtained did not reach the immortal level. This was because with the passage of time, the energy within the Azure Luan blood quickly dissipated. Therefore, even if this drop of Azure Luan blood was once an immortal blood, when a large amount of energy was lost, it would gradually degenerate. In the distance, endless azure light surged between heaven and earth. Within the azure light, a Qing Luan quickly flew over. When he saw the Qing Luan, Lin Feng was shocked. This was because the Qing Luan's body had been pierced through. Fresh blood continuously flowed out from the wound. The Qing Luan had suffered an extremely serious injury. Moreover, the flame of life seemed to be extinguished. This was a fatal injury. The Qing Luan clearly could not hold on and was about to die. What kind of creature could injure the Qing Luan to this extent? Lin Feng's heart couldn't help but reveal a deep shock. The Qing Luan itself was abnormally terrifying and powerful. But now, the Qing Luan had suffered such a serious injury. Just how terrifying was the creature to be able to injure the Qing Luan to this extent? At this moment, the void above the Qing Luan split open and a mysterious black-robed cultivator stepped out. The black-robed cultivator's aura was too powerful. It was as if he was the ruler of heaven and earth. Lin Feng had never seen Tai Dao Honorable Lord before. If he had, he would definitely be able to sense that this black-robed cultivator's aura was extremely similar to Tai Dao Honorable Lord and Yuan Tian Honorable Lord. After this black-robed cultivator appeared, he attacked the Qing Yuan with a palm. The Qing Yuan tried its best to dodge, but it was unable to completely avoid this terrifying palm. A muffled sound of collision was heard. The Qing Yuan was directly sent flying. Half of its body exploded. It had suffered an extremely serious injury. The black-robed cultivator laughed sinisterly. "Honorable Qing Yuan, your time of death has come!" The black-robed cultivator rushed forward to kill the Qing Yuan. At this moment, the Qing Yuan's body burned and turned into a ray of azure light that entered the immortal abode in front of it. Then, the immortal abode was sealed by a powerful restriction. "Ha ha! Honorable Qing Yuan, do you think you can escape this calamity by hiding in the immortal abode? Just now, I have already shattered your heart meridians. Your dermic powers will dissipate within an hour. Once your dermic powers dissipate, you will definitely die. I don't even need to do anything. Only death awaits you." The black-robed cultivator laughed loudly. He did not attack the restriction of the Qing Yuan immortal abode as if he was afraid that he would attract the honorable Qing Yuan's companions. The black-robed cultivator did not stay for long. He rushed into the sky and disappeared without a trace. Whoosh! With a flash of light, Lin Feng returned to reality. Then, a mass of information appeared in his mind. Heaven Realm! God's Ocean Domain! Qing Yuan Immortal Island! The inheritance of the Honorable Qing Yuan was waiting for the Fated One. Lin Feng's expression suddenly changed. The secret hidden in the Qing Yuan blood was actually the inheritance of the Honorable Qing Yuan. And this inheritance was actually in the Heaven Realm. In the vast Heaven Realm, there were countless experts. Who was that black-robed cultivator who killed the Honorable Qing Yuan? His cultivation was actually so terrifying. It really made people feel unusually shocked. Heaven Realm. Heaven Realm. Sooner or later, I will go to the Heaven Realm. Lin Feng's fists could not help but clench together. The Heaven Realm was a world that everyone yearned for. Taoist Wu Liang was also sensing the drop of Qing Yuan blood that he obtained. He did not know what secret was hidden in the drop of Qing Yuan blood. Was it the same as the secret hidden in the Qing Yuan blood that he obtained? After half an hour, Taoist Wu Liang woke up. This time, Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang had a tacit understanding and did not ask each other about the secret hidden in the Qing Yuan blood. Boom! At this time, a terrifying aura filled the air and shrouded the cave that Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang were in. Chapter 2940. Just as Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang rushed out, a huge claw the size of a mountain descended from the sky, crushing the mountain they were in. Seeing this scene, Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang were horrified. They had come out just in time. If they had come out a little later, they would have died. At this moment, Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang finally saw what kind of creature it was. It was a huge two-headed crocodile. This crocodile was about 4,000 to 5,000 meters long. Its huge body was like a rolling mountain ridge. This crocodile's body emitted a terrifying wave of energy. Its two heads were ferocious and terrifying. Unlike other crocodiles, this crocodile only had one eye on each head. This was the first time Lin Feng had seen such a strange crocodile. However, Lin Feng discovered that this crocodile had one eye on each of its front claws. The missing eye on its head had appeared on its claws. It was extremely strange. What the hell is this? Is there a crocodile that looks like this? Taoist Wu Liang couldn't help but cry out. A loud rumbling sound was heard. This strange giant crocodile directly moved, and its huge tail whipped towards Taoist Wu Liang. Taoist Wu Liang wanted to dodge the crocodile's attack, but he failed in the end. With a dull bang, the crocodile's terrifying attack landed on Taoist Wu Liang's body. Then Taoist Wu Liang was sent flying. Wah! Taoist Wu Liang spat out a mouthful of blood in midair. He had been seriously injured by this attack. Several of his bones had been broken. This crocodile was truly terrifying. Originally, Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang had landed in the nest of a group of terrifying wild beasts. This crocodile had probably been attracted by them while they were cultivating. Lin Feng quickly flew into the distance. This crocodile's strength had definitely reached the emperor level. Moreover, its strength was terrifying, and its defense was shocking. 100 of him and Taoist Wu Liang wouldn't be a match for this crocodile. If they didn't leave now, when would they? Wait for me. The immeasurable Taoist howled in grief. As he ran, he panted heavily. Blood flowed out from his mouth and nose. Right now, Taoist Wu Liang was in a pitiful state. It was as if he had just gone through a life-and-death battle. Hurry up, we'll be swallowed by the crocodile if we're any slower, Lin Feng said. Although the giant crocodile's battle prowess was heaven-defying, its body was simply too huge. Such a huge body naturally couldn't gain an advantage in terms of speed. Therefore, the giant crocodile was unable to catch up to Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang. Now that Lin Feng was wearing the angel's boots, when he used the 8-directional small world, his speed was greatly increased. And Lin Feng felt that it had more than doubled. He left the immeasurable Taoist behind without a trace. After seeing giant crocodile return to his territory, Lin Feng stopped and waited for immeasurable Taoist. After immeasurable Taoist caught up, he immediately shouted, "Take it off, quickly take off this pair of boots. I don't want that broken emperor weapon anymore, I want this pair of boots." Immeasurable Taoist originally thought that his speed was already extremely fast, and he didn't need a treasure like the angel's boots at all. But now, he felt that the angel's boots were extremely important. If he had worn the angel's boots earlier, when he was attacked by the giant crocodile, his speed would have been increased by the angel's boots. He might have been able to dodge the giant crocodile's attack. He wouldn't have to be as miserable as he was now. Lin Feng said, "The treasures have already been distributed. It's too late for you to want them now." Hearing Lin Feng's words, immeasurable Taoist rolled his eyes and said, "Big brother, take pity on me. You're already so fast, this angel's boots are useless to you. Why don't you give them to me? What do you want? Just say it. Give me the other drop of blue Luan blood, and I'll give you the angel's boots," Lin Feng said. "Why don't you go and die? Immeasurable heavenly sovereign my ass!" shouted the boundless Taoist priest angrily. He threw a kick at Lin Feng. He wanted to send Lin Feng flying to vent his frustration. However, Lin Feng nimbly dodged the attack. Plop! Immeasurable Taoist fell flat on his face. "Let's go!" Lin Feng said and quickly left the place with immeasurable Taoist. This wasn't a place they could stay for long. They tried to leave this place, but they failed. They were attacked by many powerful beasts. "Why do I feel like so many beasts are looking for us?" Lin Feng couldn't help but ask. Immeasurable Taoist nodded. He had the same feeling. It was as if the beasts here were deliberately looking for them. This caused Lin Feng and Immeasurable Taoist to feel puzzled and worried. "Maybe these beasts know that you and I have come here and have dodged the attacks of so many beasts, so they want to hunt us down. They want to see who will be the first to kill us." Lin Feng said what he was thinking. After hearing Lin Feng's guess, Immeasurable Taoist immediately shouted. The Immeasurable Taoist immediately cursed. "F***ck that immeasurable deity bastard! Are these beasts treating us as prey?" Lin Feng smiled bitterly and nodded. He felt that this was very likely. These beasts were too powerful and intelligent. It wasn't strange for them to treat the two of them as prey. "This is going to be very troublesome," Lin Feng said. Lightning flashed in the distant forest. Soon, the huge lightning bolt charged over. Amidst the lightning, there was a purple leopard. The leopard was over 10 meters long, and its aura was extremely terrifying. Its cold eyes looked at Lin Feng and Immeasurable Taoist. "Despicable ants, you dare to enter the world inside the Chaos Gate with your cultivation? Are you here to die?" This was a lightning leopard, and it could generate the power of lightning. Moreover, it could communicate with the power of lightning in the world. Now that the lightning leopard had discovered the whereabouts of Lin Feng, an immeasurable Taoist, it wanted to kill Lin Feng, an immeasurable Taoist. These beasts can talk? And here I thought they couldn't talk. Lin Feng couldn't help but say. The lightning leopard looked at Lin Feng coldly with contempt and contempt. The other living beings don't talk because they don't want to talk to you. What right do lowly beings have to talk to us? The fact that I can talk to you today is the blessing of your ancestors. Lin Feng sneered. What a joke. You're just a leopard. Normally, you're just a side dish for yours truly. Today, you're acting so cocky. You really don't know the meaning of death. Courting death. Chapter 2941. There was a reason why Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang didn't choose to flee when the thunder leopard appeared. This thunder leopard was indeed terrifying, but Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang could feel it very clearly. This thunder leopard's aura was much weaker than the other creatures they encountered before. Beasts like the giant crocodile had definitely reached the Emperor realm. However, the thunder leopard shouldn't have reached that level yet. The thunder leopard should be infinitely close to the Emperor realm. Its combat strength was definitely heaven-defying. However, no matter how heaven-defying the thunder leopard was, it wasn't an Emperor realm. As long as it wasn't an Emperor realm, Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang had a way to deal with it. The thunder leopard was extremely fast. As expected of the leopard race. The leopard race was known for their speed, especially the legendary cloud leopard and wind leopard. Their speed was unbelievably fast. The thunder leopard wasn't the fastest among the leopard race. However, it was definitely an extremely fast race. The thunder leopard quickly pounced in front of Lin Feng. Then, it swung its sharp claws at Lin Feng. The thunder leopard's eyes were filled with a cold smile. It was as if it could already see the scene of this person who dared to provoke it being killed by its claws. However, the thunder leopard's wish was about to come true. Just as its powerful claws were about to land on Lin Feng dodged to the left. In an instant, Lin Feng dodged the thunder leopard's terrifying attack. Lin Feng's speed was already extremely fast. Moreover, Lin Feng was now wearing the angel's boots. His speed doubled. Even the thunder leopard in front of him couldn't compare to Lin Feng's speed. Dracophant arms. After dodging the thunder leopard's attack, Lin Feng threw a punch at the thunder leopard. Beasts had strong physical bodies. Therefore, they loved to fight in close combat. The thunder leopard was the same. It was extremely fast and had a terrifying physical body. It had the advantage in close combat. However, today, the thunder leopard had encountered a human cultivator who was faster than it, had a stronger fleshly body, and was even stronger than it. The speed of Lin Feng's punch was simply too fast. Lei Bao simply had no time to dodge this punch. The thunder bao had no choice but to use its claws to block Lin Feng's attack. Bang! Following the violent collision, Lin Feng and Lei Bao fiercely collided. Crack! The sound of bones cracking could be heard. Lei Bao and Lin Feng's right claw was directly broken by Lin Feng. Lei Bao's huge body was sent flying. Taoist Wu Liang's attack came. Taoist Wu Liang took out his blood-red ruler and swept it towards Lei Bao. The thunder leopard tried its best to dodge the attack of the immeasurable Taoist's supreme treasure. However, he still wasn't able to completely dodge it. A popping sound could be heard. Immeasurable Taoist's blood-red ruler directly tore Lei Bao's body apart. Fresh blood flowed out. Lei Bao let out an incomparably painful roar. If it had dodged a little slower, it would have been split into two by Taoist Wu Liang's supreme treasure. Give me your life! Lin Feng pounced on Lei Bao again and punched at it. Swoosh! It was at this moment that Lei Bao displayed a powerful ultimate skill. There was a flash of light. Lei Bao actually disappeared without a trace. In the next moment, it was already 100 meters away when it reappeared. This technique was really unbelievable. It was almost equivalent to a spatial transformation technique. It should be a terrifying technique passed down by the thunder leopard race. You two lowly ants actually hurt me. You deserve to die. All of you deserve to die. Lei Bao roared furiously, his eyes flashing with dense killing intent. When it roared, it tore at the wounds on its body. Fresh blood flowed out continuously. It looked really miserable, but it didn't think of running away. Perhaps it had absolute confidence in itself, so it still wanted to kill Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang even though it was heavily injured. Endless thunderstorm! Lei Bao roared towards the sky. Then, above the 9 heavens, endless thunderstorm condensed. A gust of wind blew. The void collapsed. Thunder struck. Heaven and earth were destroyed. The power of the thunderstorm was really terrifying. It made people turn pale. This Lei Bao was really powerful. It could still summon such a powerful attack even though it was heavily injured. The power of the thunderstorm descended from the sky, blasting towards Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang. Lin Feng waved his hand. The heavenly mystery pagoda flew out. Rays of protective light fell, protecting Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang. The heavenly mystery pagoda was really useful during this period of time. Now, it was showing its powerful use once again. When the power of the thunderstorm came down, it was all blocked by the heavenly mystery pagoda's defensive light shield. Seeing this scene, Lin Feng couldn't help but be happy. Taoist Wu Liang's eyes were green. He had been eyeing Lin Feng's heavenly mystery pagoda for a long time. This treasure was really powerful. Anyone who saw this treasure would be tempted. Attack! Lin Feng said and took the lead to charge towards Lei Bao. The heavenly mystery pagoda blocked the powerful attack of Lei Bao. Now, it was his and Taoist Wu Liang's turn to attack. Taoist Wu Liang reluctantly retracted his gaze and then charged towards Lei Bao with Lin Feng. Lin Feng took out 2 stone swords. Swoosh! Swoosh! The 2 stone swords slashed towards Lei Bao. The immeasurable Taoist took out his blood-red ruler. The blood-red ruler also quickly slashed towards Lei Bao. Lei Bao opened its bloody mouth and spat out 3 energy balls towards Lin Feng's 2 stone swords and Taoist Wu Liang's blood-red ruler. Bang! 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 The 3 energy balls that Lei Bao spat out struck the 3 magic treasures. A violent collision sound rang out. However, the 3 energy balls that Lei Bao spat out failed to send the 3 magic treasures flying. Instead, the 3 magic treasures pierced through the energy balls and swept towards Lei Bao. This time, Lei Bao wanted to use the spatial transformation sacred art from before. However, this time, Lin Feng directly took out a magnetic field to envelop Lei Bao. The void was almost sealed. Hence, Lei Bao's move failed. Pooh! 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 The 3 magic treasures pierced through Lei Bao's body. Lei Bao was sent flying. After his huge body fell to the ground, he couldn't help but twitch violently. Lin Feng walked towards Lei Bao. His eyes flashed with dense killing intent. Taoist Wu Liang said with a smile, "Kill him and we can have dinner!" Lei Bao roared, "You can't kill me! My clan's great emperor is one of the strongest overlords in this ancient forest. If you kill me, you will die without a doubt. We will not let the tiger return to the mountain." Lin Feng sneered. A sword she slashed out and beheaded Lei Bao. At the same time, the sword she shattered Lei Bao's soul. Lei Bao was killed. Chapter 2942. The moonlight was bright. The moon was as bright as a plate, hanging high in the sky. Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang sat around the bonfire. The thunder leopard's thigh was roasted to a golden color above the bonfire. It emitted a tempting meaty aroma. After smelling it, one's taste buds couldn't help but open up. Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang ate the roasted meat and drank wine. This was a very comfortable life. The only thing to worry about was that they had to be extremely cautious. This was because a terrifying creature might appear at any time. After eating and drinking to their heart's content, Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang continued to head outside. The two wanted to see if they could sneak out under the cover of the night. However, not long after, they were targeted by a terrifying creature. It was a huge owl. This owl had 18 pairs of wings. When it spread its wings, it could cover a distance of 40 to 50 meters. This was definitely an extremely terrifying existence. His body exuded a monstrous aura, causing others to be shocked and moved. It was an Emperor Realm 18-winged owl. Moreover, it was a creature that was most suitable for moving around at night. Owls were originally nocturnal creatures. Even the powerful 18-winged owl in front of them was the same. Their race didn't like to come out during the day because they hated the sunlight. However, when it was night time, their battle strength would be enhanced. This was a very special race. Their battle strength would greatly increase at night, and their battle strength would greatly decrease during the day. Being targeted by this 18-winged owl was naturally an extremely bad thing for Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang. The 18-winged owl was very fast. The two of them fled and almost died at the hands of the 18-winged owl several times. Fortunately, they eventually entered the territory of another ferocious beast. These ferocious beasts attached great importance to the concept of territory. Therefore, they wouldn't enter the territories of other ferocious beasts. The 18-winged owl in front of them was the same. Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang could heave a sigh of relief for the time being. They found a place to rest for a while before continuing on. Not long after, the two of them found the corpse of a cultivator. Then, the two of them quickly walked towards the corpse. This was the corpse of a cultivator from the myriad races. However, this person clearly hadn't reached the Emperor realm. "There are other cultivators here," Lin Feng said. Taoist Wu Liang nodded and said, "Looks like there are still some cultivators who haven't reached the Great Emperor realm yet. I wonder how the others are doing?" Lin Feng replied. "If you fall into this place, I'm afraid that very few people will be able to leave this place alive." Taoist Wu Liang agreed with this point. This place was too dangerous. Entering this forest was like entering the nest of a beast. If it was an ordinary beast, it would have been fine. However, the most important thing was that there were some great emperor-level ferocious beasts living here. Not long after, the roar of a beast shook the sky. Then, a dense pack of ferocious birds flew out from the sky. Those ferocious birds flew quickly above the mountain forest, as if they were looking for something. There were also a large number of ferocious beasts galloping in the forest. It was as if a beast tide had broken out. Those powerful ferocious beasts let out deep roars from time to time, just like the ferocious birds in the sky. The ferocious beasts in the forest also seemed to be looking for something. Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang hid in a cave halfway up a mountain. They sealed the cave with a seal. "Are they looking for us?" Lin Feng couldn't help but mutter to himself. Taoist Wu Liang said, "Most likely. It looks like the great emperor of the Thunder Leopard clan is angry." Previously, the Thunder Leopard had said that the great emperor of the Thunder Leopard clan was one of the strongest existences in this ancient forest. Now, it seemed that this was true. News of the Thunder Leopard's death had reached the clan. Then, the terrifying existence of the Thunder Leopard clan had launched a terrifying attack. The current situation was extremely bad for Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang because they could be discovered at any time. Once discovered, they would be in danger. Violent fluctuations came from the distance. A group of cultivators was attacking a dozen or so myriad race cultivators. "Apart from us, there are indeed some cultivators who haven't reached the Great Emperor realm yet. It looks like they've also grasped the method to enter this place," Lin Feng couldn't help but say when he saw the group of cultivators being surrounded. Taoist Wu Liang looked at the myriad race cultivators gloatingly and said, "However, it looks like those fellows are in for a bad time now." That group of cultivators was very strong, but now they were surrounded by a group of terrifying fierce beasts and birds. Although they had displayed amazing battle strength and killed many fierce beasts and birds, they were still in a constant battle. In this continuous battle, people on their side were constantly being killed. The situation was very dangerous. These people wanted to try to break out of the encirclement, but more and more fierce beasts and birds came from all directions and then attacked them even more fiercely. No one was able to escape. The situation before them made the myriad race cultivators feel a deep sense of despair. "Why is it like this?" The myriad race cultivators roared in indignation. They were able to enter the world inside the primal chaos gate. It was clear that they were people with great fortune. Moreover, their backgrounds were extremely extraordinary. But now, no matter what kind of fortune they had or how extraordinary their backgrounds were, it was all destined to become a thing of the past. In this place, only life and death mattered, not birth. Soon, these myriad race cultivators were drowned by a group of fierce beasts and birds. They died tragically under the siege of these fierce beasts and birds. Lin Feng didn't sympathize with these myriad race cultivators. This was a world where the strong preyed on the weak. When entering such a dangerous place, one had to have the mentality that anything could happen. If they died here, they could only blame themselves for not being strong enough. The world of cultivators had always been this cruel, not to mention that these myriad race cultivators were of foreign races. Who knew how many massacres they had caused in the 9 prefectures? Who knew how many innocent people had died in the hands of these people? They deserved to die and didn't deserve sympathy. Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang's hiding place didn't encounter any danger for the time being. However, this was something that would happen sooner or later. It was impossible for them to not be discovered. On this day, Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang saw a huge winged dragon flying over from afar. It was definitely an extremely terrifying existence, much stronger than the thunder leopard. However, that winged dragon probably hadn't entered the great emperor realm. When it flew over the cave Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang were hiding in, the winged dragon seemed to sense something. Its cold eyes looked down at the mountain peak below. Then, the winged dragon flapped its wings and flew down. The winged dragon circled around the huge mountain peak, a pair of cold eyes staring at it. It seemed to be searching for something. Chapter 2943. Lin Feng and Immeasurable Taoist held their breaths, not daring to make the slightest sound. The cave they were hiding in had already been sealed. From the outside, the cave looked no different from an ordinary mountain. However, there was no guarantee that the winged dragon's divine sense would be so powerful that it would be able to find some clues. Or perhaps the winged dragon would suddenly attack and destroy the entire mountain. If that happened, Lin Feng and Immeasurable Taoist would be completely exposed. These were all possible scenarios, so they had to be on guard. At this moment, Lin Feng and Immeasurable Taoist were extremely nervous. The winged dragon flew to the entrance of the cave and looked at the mountain in front of it with a puzzled expression. Although the mountain looked no different from other mountains from the outside, there was something strange about it. The winged dragon felt that something was wrong. However, it couldn't figure out what was wrong, so it wanted to take a closer look. Just as the winged dragon was about to take a closer look, a beast's roar came from the distance. It sounded like the language of beasts. Lin Feng couldn't understand what it meant, but the winged dragon could. The winged dragon didn't bother checking the mountain in front of it. Instead, it soared into the sky and flew into the distance. Lin Feng and Immeasurable Taoist couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief. They had nearly been scared to death just now. Fortunately, the winged dragon had been lured away. Lin Feng couldn't help but ask, "What happened? Why did the winged dragon leave?" Immeasurable Taoist said, "The beasts in the distance said that they had discovered some experts and were calling for their powerful companions to help. When the winged dragon heard that, it quickly flew over to help." "Holy shit! You even know the language of beasts? You're a genius!" Lin Feng looked at Immeasurable Taoist in shock. He realized that Immeasurable Taoist really knew a lot of tricks. The longer he stayed with him, the more shocked he would be. Immeasurable Taoist curled his lips and said, "What's so special about the language of beasts? I've even studied bird language, fish language, insect language, and so on deeply. As an excellent archaeologist, it's very important to learn these languages. Because in many cases, you can get some answers by asking birds, fish, insects, beasts, and so on." Hearing Immeasurable Taoist's words, Lin Feng really admired Immeasurable Taoist from the bottom of his heart. No wonder this guy could still live so freely after being a grave robber for so many years. This was because the Immeasurable Taoist had too many tricks up his sleeve. So many that it was shocking, so many that it was inconceivable, so many that it was unimaginable. The battle in the distance was very intense. The fluctuations were incomparably violent. A large number of ominous beasts and birds rushed over and launched an incomparably fierce battle. The one being besieged was definitely a creature with extremely terrifying combat strength. However, he did not know who they were. Myriad races? Alien races? Were they cultivators from other foreign forces or cultivators from the 9 regions? So many terrifying ferocious beasts and birds besieged together, but the other party still managed to tear a bloody path out. The 3 figures quickly rushed into the distance. Young Master Nye! Xingyuan Dao! There's another person I don't know! Lin Feng was shocked. He did not expect that the people being besieged were actually these 3 people. Needless to say, young Master Nye's bloodline was incomparably terrifying, and his combat strength was incomparably terrifying. He was one of the most terrifying cultivators among the younger generation of the myriad races. Xingyuan Dao was equally famous as young Master Nye. He was a top genius from the Sacred God clan and his combat strength was unparalleled. The third cultivator was a female cultivator. She was tall and charming and wore a black gauze dress. It wrapped her perfect body in it. It was filled with endless seductive beauty. That woman had a delicate face that looked like it could be broken by the wind. She should not be too old. However, she was charming and enchanting. She was truly a rare beauty. These 3 people were besieged by so many ferocious beasts and birds, but they actually managed to tear open a path to escape. It was truly terrifying. These 3 people are too powerful. They definitely surpass many experts of the older generation, Immeasurable Taoist said. Lin Feng did not doubt this at all. The combat strength of these 3 people indeed surpassed many experts of the older generation. If they were given time, these 3 people would definitely be able to break through to the Great Emperor realm. Lin Feng naturally did not want to see them break through to the Great Emperor realm. Whether it was young Master Nye or Xingyuan Dao, they both regarded the human race as slaves. They had insulted the human race more than once. Once such people became great emperors, it would be a devastating blow to the human race of the 9 continents. At that time, who knew how many innocent people would die in their hands? A large number of ferocious beasts and birds chased after the 3 people. Lin Feng and Immeasurable Taoist could finally relax when they saw this scene. They did not leave the cave because it was extremely unwise to go out now. They would only be able to escape after the beast tide dispersed. If they went out now, they would definitely be discovered. At that time, it would be dangerous. There was no moon that night. Black clouds rolled and the atmosphere was incomparably oppressive. Ferocious beasts were often most active at night. There were roars of beasts everywhere. However, this night was extremely strange. Because there were no roars of beasts that night. Even the sounds of insects and birds had disappeared. Boom! In the middle of the night, a terrifying fluctuation came from the depths of the mountain forest. It was a terrifying immortal might. Endless immortal light flew out. There seemed to be something wrapped in the immortal light. The aura of that thing was too terrifying. Lin Feng felt that even the aura of an immortal artifact could not compare to that mysterious thing. Lin Feng even felt that the aura of that thing was even more terrifying than that of an ancient artifact. Heavens! What the hell is that? Lin Feng looked at the mysterious item in the depths of the cave. It was definitely a heaven-defying treasure. However, he did not know the origin of that treasure. Immeasurable Taoist almost drooled. Go, go, go! Let's go see what that treasure is! Immeasurable Taoist shouted and was about to rush outside. Wait, what's the rush? Don't you know that the arrow shoots the bird that takes the lead? Lin Feng pulled Immeasurable Taoist back. Immeasurable Taoist finally calmed down. There were no longer any signs of ferocious beasts in the mountain forest outside. After the mysterious treasure appeared, no other living creatures appeared. After coming out, Lin Feng and Immeasurable Taoist stood some distance away and observed the situation. The mysterious treasure, shrouded in endless immortal light, charged out from the deepest part of the ancient forest. Roar! A roar reverberated through the clouds, and a colossal creature with a height of 10,000 meters stood up to grab the mysterious treasure. What kind of creature is that? Chapter 29:44. That being stood up straight and had 8 arms. Its head was as large as a mountain, and its roar seemed to be able to bring down the stars in the outer realm. The terrifying being was about to grab the treasure. However, a terrifying beam of light shot out from the treasure. The terrifying beam of light slammed into the giant beast, causing it to stumble back. The giant beast smashed through mountain after mountain. It's the legendary 8-armed Tyrannosaurus! Lin Feng finally saw what the terrifying being was. It was actually an 8-armed Tyrannosaurus. The Tyrannosaurus was a super overlord among the Earth Dragons. The bloodline of the Earth Dragons was relatively weak compared to the other dragon races. However, that didn't mean that all Earth Dragons were weak. The royal bloodline of the Earth Dragons, such as the Tyrannosaurus Rex and the Tyrannosaurus Rex, was extremely terrifying. Compared to any other dragon race, the Tyrannosaurus Rex and the Tyrannosaurus Rex wouldn't be at a disadvantage. The 8-armed Tyrannosaurus Rex was a mutated race among the Tyrannosaurus Rex. This mutated race had a stronger bloodline, a larger body, greater strength, and more terrifying abilities. Lin Feng had read about the 8-armed Tyrannosaurus Rex in the Classic of Mountains and Seas, but this was the first time he had seen such a terrifying being in the real world. Lin Feng couldn't help but take a deep breath. The world inside the Chaos Gate was truly extraordinary. Even a terrifying being like the 8-armed Tyrannosaurus Rex existed. That was a legendary giant beast. It really is the 8-armed Tyrannosaurus Rex. Wasn't it said to be extinct long ago? I didn't expect such a creature to exist in the world inside the Chaos Gate. Immeasurable Taoist said with shock. The world is vast and boundless. It's not easy to destroy an entire race, said Lin Feng. Compared to the shock brought by the 8-armed Tyrannosaurus Rex, the mysterious treasure shocked Lin Feng and Immeasurable Taoist even more. Because the 8-armed Tyrannosaurus Rex was sent flying by a beam of light from that treasure. Just what kind of treasure was it? How could it have such terrifying power? It was truly inconceivable. The treasure quickly flew outside. Not long after, the giant alligator made its move. Its huge tail lashed out at the treasure. The tail whipped down. Lin Feng felt as if even the heavens and earth were about to be torn apart. Facing the giant crocodile's attack, the mysterious treasure simply shot out a beam of light, which collided with the giant crocodile's tail. The giant crocodile was sent flying by the beam of light. The scales on its tail fell off, and a large amount of blood gushed out. Even the giant crocodile couldn't withstand a single blow from that treasure. Oh my God! What kind of treasure is this? Isn't he too powerful? Taoist Wu Liang was already dumbfounded. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. It was too shocking. But everything was real. It was a treasure that displayed a heaven-defying might. It made people feel as if they were in a dream. Lin Feng smiled bitterly. Even those great emperor-level beasts were sent flying with a single blow. Do you think we should attack if that treasure really flies towards us? If we don't attack, we'll have regrets. If we attack, we might be reduced to ashes. Lin Feng wasn't the only one who smiled bitterly. Taoist Wu Liang was also in deep distress. It was just as Lin Feng had said. Should they attack when the time came? Roar! An earth-shattering roar resounded through the clouds, spreading in all directions. A huge ferocious beast stood up. It was 7,000 to 8,000 meters tall. It was actually a lightning leopard, surrounded by endless lightning. A lightning leopard's body wasn't that big. An adult lightning leopard was only a dozen meters long. Clearly, this lightning leopard was an lawful embodiment of heaven and earth. The thunder leopard opened its mouth wide, wanting to swallow the treasure that appeared in the sky in one gulp. This is the guy who started the beast tide, right? Taoist Wu Liang said through gritted teeth. Lin Feng nodded and said, This lightning leopard has a terrifying aura. It's definitely a terrifying existence. The lawful embodiment of heaven and earth it's manifested is too huge. I wonder if it can devour that supreme treasure? Boom! In the face of the lightning leopard's attempt to swallow it, the mysterious treasure showed its might again. This time, it shot out a terrifying beam of light. The beam of light shone on the lightning leopard's body. Bang! The lightning leopard's huge body exploded. The treasure destroyed the lightning leopard's lawful embodiment of heaven and earth. How heaven-defying! Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang were deeply shocked. The treasure rushed out from the depths of the forest and flew toward Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang. The two of them were stunned. It was actually flying toward them. The two of them hesitated for a moment before deciding to give it a try. They wanted to see if they could take that treasure. Lin Feng had the heaven-devouring jar, which came in handy. As for Taoist Wu Liang, he definitely had his own methods. If they were attacked by that treasure, the heavenly mystery pagoda would probably be able to save their lives. Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang's plan was quite good. However, the treasure flew halfway to the left. It's flying this way! It's flying in the wrong direction! Lin Feng shouted. Heavenly Lord Wu Liang, damn it! That's my treasure! Taoist Wu Liang flew toward the treasure. Swoosh! Suddenly, a cultivator flew out from the void. The cultivator had a pair of wings on his back. He was a great emperor of the myriad races. He opened his hand and pressed down on the treasure. Just as the cultivator made his move, the void split open again. The primal chaos ancient bell flew out and sent the great emperor flying. Damn it! The great emperor who was sent flying couldn't help but roar. The treasure is mine! The primal chaos ancient bell shouted excitedly as it rapidly grew in size. In the blink of an eye, it became the size of a mountain. Then, the primal chaos ancient bell emitted a terrifying devouring power that moved toward the treasure. Roar! A roar came from the forest. 1,000-meter-tall beast stood up and punched the primal chaos ancient bell. With a loud bang, the ferocious beast smashed the chaos ancient bell and sent it flying. After seeing the beast's appearance, Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang were shocked. It was a creature that was somewhat similar to an ancient ape. Its muscles contained explosive power, and its entire body was covered in golden hair. Titan, it's actually a titan! This is a legendary race that can kill immortals! Taoist Wu Liang couldn't help but exclaim. Lin Feng was also shocked. The world behind the primal chaos gate was too terrifying. Even the legendary titan that could kill immortals had appeared. Chapter 2945. The appearance of the titan race was truly surprising. The world within the Chaos Gate was filled with secrets, and each of them was capable of causing an uproar. These terrifying creatures were already hard to find in the outside world, but they kept appearing in the world within the Chaos Gate. Anyone who saw them would find it unbelievable. The world within the Chaos Gate was like a world that had not been destroyed at all. This world was filled with mysteries, unknowns, power, and immortality. It was filled with many things and creatures that were incomprehensible. After Titan smashed the Chaos Ancient Bell away, he opened his big hand and grabbed the mysterious treasure. He didn't know what it was, but it was emitting such shocking waves of energy, and could display such peerless and terrifying power. The treasure dealt with the Titan the same way it dealt with the other powerhouses. A beam of light shot out. It swept towards the Titan. Its power could destroy the heavens and the earth. It was terrifying to the extreme, and it was enough to shock and awe anyone who saw it. The terrifying attack seemed to be able to turn everything in the world into ashes in an instant. The attack collided with the Titan, and in an instant, the Titan was sent flying. Even someone as powerful as the Titan was unable to suppress the treasure. What kind of treasure is this? Lin Feng's heart trembled. The power of this treasure was a little too extraordinary. It was unimaginable that it could be so tyrannical. Just what level of treasure was this to be able to repel so many tyrannical creatures? The treasure tore through the void and disappeared without a trace. Chase! Terrifying creatures roared and shook the sky as they quickly chased after the treasure. In the distance, there were even more terrifying creatures chasing after it. Lin Feng and Wu Liang had seen more than a dozen Emperor-level creatures here. How many of them had appeared here? When Lin Feng and the boundless Taoist priest saw those great emperors running towards the mysterious treasure, they were delighted. Now, they could finally leave this ancient forest. Although they had failed to obtain the treasure, being able to leave this ancient forest was still something worth celebrating for Lin Feng and Wu Liang. If they continued to be trapped here, the two of them felt that sooner or later they would be killed by some kind of terrifying creature. Lin Feng and Wu Liang successfully walked out of the ancient forest that was fraught with danger. They greedily sucked in the fresh air of the Chaos Gate's inner world. The air here was filled with immortal energy. Taking a breath, their bodies felt relaxed. I wonder where the immortal mountain and river in the scroll painting are? Lin Feng asked. He decided to search for that place with Wu Liang. Of that place was one of the most mysterious places in the inner world of the Chaos Gate. Lin Feng and the boundless Taoist priest had been in the scroll's world with the stone turtle. They had crossed the fog and arrived there. Now, they had really entered the inner world of the primal Chaos Gate. That river, that stone tortoise, and those immortal cranes that flew across the sky towards the immortal mountain. Were they still there? The two of them began to search for the place they had seen in the scroll painting. They hoped to find that place. There was definitely a great opportunity hidden there. If they could find it, Lin Feng and Wu Liang would benefit greatly. It would definitely be of great benefit to them. In the distance, three figures streaked across the sky. Lin Feng and Wu Liang were shocked. They were actually Gong Zhong Ye, Xingyuan Now, and that woman that Lin Feng and Wu Liang did not recognize. The three of them were incomparably powerful, and their luck was monstrous. They had also entered the inner world of the Chaos Gate. They seemed to be in a hurry. They seemed to be searching for something, Wu Liang said. Lin Feng nodded and said, Follow them. Let's see what they're up to. Then, the two of them stealthily followed behind the three. Lin Feng used the Great Void technique and hid in the void. It was as if he had become a part of the void. Wu Liang also had a similar ability. Although it was not the Great Void technique, it was still extremely extraordinary. As a veteran tomb raider, Immeasurable Taoist definitely had some extraordinary means. And now, Immeasurable Taoist was displaying these means. Gong Zhong Ye, Xingyuan Dao, and that woman had been discussing something along the way. However, because they were too far away, Lin Feng and Wu Liang could not hear them. In the end, the three of them arrived at a lake. It was an ice lake. The surrounding 30 miles was incomparably cold. Snow was constantly falling, and the ice lake was frozen. The three of them floated above the ice lake. This should be the place, the female cultivator said. Let's go down and take a look, Gong Zhong Ye said excitedly. Then, the three of them raised their magic power barriers. Then, they broke through the ice and entered the depths of the ice lake. It seems that the three of them have some secrets. I wonder what kind of opportunity is hidden under the ice lake. Lin Feng could not help but raise his eyebrows slightly. Dong dong dong! At this moment, the sound of war drums came from the depths of the ice lake. It was as if the void was about to collapse. Lin Feng and the Taoist priest were stupefied. Something terrifying had happened. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. At this moment, Gong Zhong Ye, Xingyuan Now, and the female cultivator quickly rushed out of the ice lake. After they rushed out, the black fog tumbled and the sound of strange beasts trampling on the air came from the black fog. Then, Lin Feng and Wu Liang saw more than a dozen black-armored knights rushing out of the black fog. They were riding terrifying strange beasts. Each of them was holding a war spear. The war spears in their hands trembled slightly. It was as if they could collapse the void. Seeing this scene, the two of them were extremely shocked. Such terrifying black-armored knights. They were definitely heaven-defying existences. They're not living people, but puppets! To think that they could refine puppets to such a powerful level. This is unbelievable! Lin Feng couldn't help but exclaim after seeing through the black-armored knights. Wu Liang said, These black-armored knights are puppets refined from the corpses of supreme experts. This refining method is truly superb. It's as if they were refined into new living beings. What are they guarding? Could it be an immortal estate or a great tomb? Lin Feng thought of a possibility. This was the world inside the primal chaos gate. If they were guarding an immortal estate or a great tomb, didn't that mean that the immortal estate or tomb these black-armored knights were guarding was left behind by immortals? Chapter 2946. Let's observe the situation first, Taoist Wu Liang said. Lin Feng whispered. What do you think is down there? Surrounded by mountains is a trap, a lake with water is a lake, a mountain ridge in the distance is like a dragon, and a dragon trapped in a lake is a tomb, Taoist Wu Liang said. This damned Taoist Wu Liang was indeed an expert in tomb raiding. He was able to see through the clues with just a casual observation. It was impossible not to admire Taoist Wu Liang. Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang hid in the dark, wanting to see how Gong Zhong Ye, Xing Yuan Nao, and the woman would deal with the dozen black-armored knights. Destroy them, Xing Yuan Nao said with an indifferent expression. He was very strong and had confidence in himself. Swish! With a flash of light, Xing Yuan Nao took out a halberd. Holding the halberd, his body exuded boundless battle intent. At this moment, Xing Yuan Nao seemed to have transformed into a primordial war god, possessing boundless battle strength. With a wave of his sword, he could shatter the heavens, not to mention the myriad worlds of the universe. He was indeed worthy of being a top genius of the sacred god clan. His battle strength was absolutely heaven-defying. A blood-red sword appeared in Gong Zhong Ye's right hand. Clearly, it was also an extraordinary treasure. Compared to Xing Yuan Dao's majestic aura, Gong Zhong Ye looked much calmer. However, no one dared to underestimate him. He had always been hiding his strength. However, his battle strength was terrifying to a heaven-defying extent. The woman took out a fire dragon whip. The fire dragon whip was also a powerful supreme treasure. He had refined the soul of a fire dragon into the whip. Furthermore, the fire dragon whip was made from the tendons of a fire dragon. At the same time, she had added dozens of powerful immortal materials. It was definitely an extraordinary treasure. Now that it had fallen into the hands of the woman, it could be said that it complemented each other. Clap, 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 clap. The woman waved the fire dragon whip in her hand. Suddenly, the fire dragon whip emitted a series of violent sounds. Even the void was almost shattered by the impact. Gong Zhong Ye, Xing Yuan Nao, and the woman attacked the dozen black-armored knights. The two sides immediately engaged in an intense battle, but Gong Zhong Ye, Xing Yuan Nao, and the woman were quickly defeated. Although the three of them had heaven-defying battle strength, the black-armored knights were too powerful. In the battle between the two sides, the three of them repeatedly encountered danger. He was almost killed. In the end, the three of them left the battlefield. With just the three of us, I'm afraid it will be very difficult to defeat these black-armored knights, Xing Yuan Nao said with a gloomy expression. How about we find the heavenly demon emperor's son and the others? The female cultivator said. Xing Yuan Nao and Gong Zini frowned slightly. They didn't want to share the opportunities here with others. However, with their current strength, it was difficult for them to enter. Gong Zhong said, "Let's do it this way." The three of them quickly reached an agreement. Then, they quickly left to search for the heavenly demon emperor's son and the others. After the three of them left, the dozen or so black-armored knights entered the ice lake with the endless black fog. Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang walked out from their hiding place. "These black-armored knights are so strong. Do you have a way to deal with them?" Lin Feng asked. "Follow me down to investigate. Let's see what's going on inside first," Immeasurable Taoist said. Lin Feng nodded and summoned the heavenly profound pagoda to protect him, an immeasurable Taoist. Then, the two of them quickly entered the ice lake. Soon, they reached the deepest part of the ice lake. In the deepest part of the ice lake, there was a huge abyss. This was the bottom of the lake. At the bottom of the abyss, terrifying demonic energy was constantly gushing out. "It's down there." Lin Feng pointed at the abyss. He and Immeasurable Taoist carefully entered the abyss. Immeasurable Taoist kept looking around, constantly observing their surroundings. When they reached the bottom of the abyss, they saw a huge cave at the bottom. The space around the cave was slightly distorted. Outside the cave stood two huge stone statues. The statue on the left was a three-headed, six-armed demon god, while the statue on the right was a half-dragon with a human body and a dragon head. "These are guardian statues. With a demon god and a half-dragon as guardians, this tomb is extraordinary," Immeasurable Taoist said. "Dong dong dong." At that moment, the sound of war drums came from the depths of the cave. This time, Lin Feng and Immeasurable Taoist were even closer to the war drums. Thus, they could hear them even more clearly. "Ah!" The two of them screamed and couldn't help but clutch their chests tightly. An unprecedented pain swept through their bodies. The sound of the war drums was very strange. It made them feel as if their hearts were about to explode. At that moment, black fog gushed out of the cave. More than a dozen black-armored knights riding strange beasts crushed the void and charged toward Lin Feng and Immeasurable Taoist. "Oh my God, run!" Immeasurable Taoist shouted and turned to run. Whoosh! Lin Feng also rushed up. He was even faster, leaving Immeasurable Taoist far behind. After Lin Feng rushed out of the ice lake, he stood in the distance and looked at the ice lake. Not long after, Immeasurable Taoist escaped, followed by more than a dozen black-armored knights. The black-armored knights waved their war spears at Immeasurable Taoist, wanting to kill him. The spear light was very terrifying, instantly shattering the void. Just as it was about to hit Immeasurable Taoist, he casually took out a puppet. The puppet quickly grew bigger and blocked all the spear light attacks. Immeasurable Taoist took the opportunity to escape. The black-armored knights didn't chase after him. They looked coldly at Immeasurable Taoist and Lin Feng in the distance, then returned to the ice lake. "Immeasurable Heavenly Venerate my immortal! This is the only one I have left. Now, it's wasted!" Immeasurable Taoist wailed and sat on the ground, panting heavily. "It's good enough that you made it out alive," Lin Feng said as he walked toward Immeasurable Taoist. Then, he continued, "There's definitely something terrifying in the Great Tomb, especially the sound of the war drums. It's too special. Fortunately, it only sounded a few times. If it sounded too much, I feel like my heart would explode," Lin Feng couldn't help but say. Immeasurable Taoist nodded and said, "It's definitely a powerful treasure. There's definitely something good in this Great Tomb, and there's more than one. It's worth searching for," Lin Feng said. "If you're not an emperor, I think it'll be very difficult to enter. Those black-armored knights are too powerful. Also, I noticed that the black armor they're wearing is an extremely powerful treasure. Now that young Master Nye and the others have left, when they return, there might be emperors following them. At that time, we might not have anything to do with it." Chapter 2947. Seeing Taoist Wuliang's frown, Lin Feng asked, "What's wrong? Did you discover something special?" Taoist Wuliang asked. "Have you heard of the Yin-Yang tomb?" Lin Feng nodded. "Of course. There are two tombs in the Yin-Yang tomb. Normally, the Yin tomb contains boundless killing intent, while the Yang tomb contains large amounts of treasures. Normally, the Yin tomb is revealed to the world, while the Yang tomb is hidden." At this point, Lin Feng's eyes lit up. "Are you trying to say that the tomb we're looking at is the Yin-Yang tomb?" Taoist Wuliang said. "That's right. The tomb we're looking at today is the Yin-Yang tomb. When I entered the abyss earlier, I observed it carefully. The abyss is filled with frigid water, and the 8 extremities are filled with Yin energy. The cave faces west, where the sun sets and the moon emerges, where the Yang vanishes and the Yin emerges. The abyss is low in the east and high in the west, where the dark Yin flows. When we entered the abyss, we heard the terrifying drumbeats. The drumbeats are so powerful, and there are over a dozen black-armored knights guarding the place. If this isn't the Yin tomb, Then what is it? When Lin Feng heard the boundless Taoist priest's explanation, he suddenly felt enlightened. Tomb raiding was a great field of study. Taoist Wu Liang was amazing because he knew all sorts of secret techniques, and he was also very experienced. He was a veteran tomb raider who combined theory and practice to the extreme. There was no lack of armchair strategists in this world. One might learn a lot of theory, but when it came to practice, one would be completely dumbfounded, realizing that it was not the case at all. Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang left the frozen lake. Where are we going? Lin Feng asked. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. The sun rises in the east, where the first ray of sunlight shines. We should be heading east, Taoist Wu Liang said. They were surrounded by mountains, and the undulating mountain ranges spanned over 25 kilometers. Lin Feng asked, Are you saying that the Yang tomb might be under this mountain in the east? Taoist Wu Liang said. That's indeed a possibility, but we'll need to find a dragon to determine if it's really here. Moreover, it's not that the Yang tomb isn't dangerous. The Yin tomb is indeed a land of death, but many times, it is also very dangerous. Once we enter it, we might encounter many terrifying things. Lin Feng could understand this. It would be strange if the Yang tomb had no danger at all. It was just that the Yang tomb was not as dangerous as the Yin tomb. He realized that he could learn a lot about tomb raiding tombs. Of course, from Taoist Wu Liang's point of view, this was not a grave robbery. This should be called archaeological research. Taoist Wu Liang took out an ancient compass. This compass was very extraordinary. There were many special carvings on it, including true dragons, phoenixes, taotais, qilins, and other sacred beasts. Was Wu Liang Wu Liang? Wu Liang fangs. Wu Liang is. Lu Wu Liang use. Was. Lin Feng was confused. How can a compass without a needle be used? What's with this compass? Lin Feng asked. Wu Liang grinned. This is a good treasure. I found it in an ancient tomb not long ago. It's called the Heart Compass. It's named after the words wishes come true. It's said that the compass will show you whatever you want it to show you. You need to use your heart to feel the compass. The compass doesn't have a needle because your heart is the needle. There's a compass like this? Lin Feng looked at the compass in Wu Liang's hand in shock. It was too extraordinary. This was the first time he had seen or even heard of such a compass. Of course. The heart compass is very precious and unique. You won't be able to find a second one in this world. Wu Liang's smile widened. It was clear that Taoist Wu Liang liked this treasure very much. It could be used at many crucial moments. Let me have a look at this compass, Lin Feng said. He wanted to carefully observe this compass. He also wanted to see if this compass was really the same as what the immeasurable Taoist said. Taoist Wu Liang looked at Lin Feng as if he was guarding against a thief and said, Go play somewhere else. This is my lifeblood. What if you break it with your clumsy hands and feet? Can you afford it? Then Taoist Wu Liang took the heart plate and walked through the forest. He observed the heart plate while chanting an incantation and observing his surroundings. Lin Feng knew that Taoist Wu Liang was searching for Long Dingxue. Finding the dragon cave was also the most difficult task. Once successful, they would be able to find the location of the tomb. Immeasurable Taoist's methods were extraordinary. He knew 8 scrolls of feng shui's secret techniques. Therefore, Taoist Wu Liang would often use the contents of the 8 scrolls of feng shui's secret techniques to search for the dragon. The tombs here were truly extraordinary. Even Taoist Wu Liang, who was an expert in tomb raiding, had failed time and time again in his search for the dragon cave. Taoist Wu Liang was full of the meaning of the phrase the more you fail, the braver you become. After failing 49 times in a row, the sky had already darkened. Taoist Wu Liang paced on the spot. Impossible. If there really is a tomb, there's no way we can't find it. He frowned slightly and looked up at the bright moon in the sky. At this moment, the moonlight was full. Taoist Wu Liang's eyes suddenly lit up. Heavenly moon acupuncture technique! Taoist Wu Liang continued chanting the incantation with the heart plate in his hand. He flew into the air and used the power of the moon to support the heart plate. When the power of the moon descended on the heart plate, it was reflected back. The reflected light finally shone on a mountain peak. The light flashed and disappeared, but it was seen by Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang. Taoist Wu Liang cried out in surprise. "I found it! I really found it! I always thought that the tomb's entrance should be in the mountain range. I didn't expect it to be on a mountain peak," Lin Feng said. "Let's go and take a look." Next, the two of them soared into the sky and quickly flew towards the mountain. Soon, they arrived at the top of the mountain. The mountain peak was very cold. It was snowing heavily. The peak of the mountain was sealed in ice. Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang observed their surroundings. Lin Feng said, "Where do you think the entrance is?" Taoist Wu Liang said, "It should be up there somewhere. Let me make some deductions." As soon as he finished speaking, Taoist Wu Liang began to use a secret technique to deduce the entrance. Soon, his eyes lit up. "Found it!" Taoist Wu Liang said as he quickly walked towards a cliff. Then, he punched the cliff in front of him. With a boom, the cliff fell off. Chapter 29:48. When Lin Feng and the boundless Taoist priest saw the stone door in front of them, they were overjoyed. The stone door should be the entrance to the Great Tomb. They should be able to enter the Great Tomb once they opened it. The stone door was densely covered with runes. These runes were very complex and filled with a mysterious power. Taoist Wu Liang studied the runes for a while, but he couldn't figure out how to break them. He then looked at Lin Feng and said, "How do you think we should break these runes?" Lin Feng looked at the runes and couldn't help but frown. They were indeed very complicated. Trying to break them wouldn't be easy. These runes are very ancient. After so many years, the power of time should have worn away most of the power of the runes. However, these runes still possess unimaginable power. I really don't know how powerful these runes were in the past. Lin Feng couldn't help but sigh. He tried to use different methods to break the runes on the stone door. Lin Feng's Celestial Master Path's inheritance wasn't particularly complete. Lin Feng had never seen the Celestial Master Path's holy artifact, the stone scripture. He had only obtained a portion of the Celestial Master Path's inheritance. Therefore, Lin Feng found it difficult to break some of the top-tier grand arrays. Fortunately, Lin Feng had studied all kinds of grand arrays over the years. Although the grand array before him was very powerful, it was still very difficult to break it. But with Lin Feng's efforts, he still managed to break it. When Taoist Wu Liang saw that Lin Feng had broken the grand array, he impatiently reached out to push open the stone door. A loud rumbling sound could be heard. The stone door was pushed open by Taoist Wu Liang. Taoist Wu Liang was the first to rush through the stone door. Lin Feng was the second to do so. All of a sudden, endless darkness surged forth. The darkness here was very strange. Even divine senses were suppressed, making it impossible to probe the surroundings. "Taoist, where are you?" Lin Feng asked. But the immeasurable Taoist didn't answer him. At this time, Lin Feng sensed that something was wrong. Swish, swish. Suddenly, a pair of cold eyes lit up in the darkness. It was a pair of pale green eyes, emitting a gloomy and terrifying aura. That pair of cold eyes stared coldly at Lin Feng. His eyes were filled with killing intent. When he saw those eyes, Lin Feng's mind couldn't help but tremble slightly. It was definitely a pair of terrifying eyes that made one's mind tremble. Lin Feng wanted to bring out his own magic weapon to protect his body, but at this time, Lin Feng found that he couldn't bring out his magic weapon. This place was very strange, suppressing his spirit sense and magic power. At this moment, Lin Feng felt like he had become an ordinary person. For a powerful cultivator to suddenly become an ordinary human was a terrible feeling. And now, Lin Feng was experiencing this terrible feeling. "Who are you?" Lin Feng took a deep breath and asked in a deep voice. "You're afraid," the mysterious existence said. "I'm not afraid of anything," Lin Feng said. No, you're lying to yourself. You're afraid. Fear is spreading throughout your body. The mysterious existence continued. What kind of existence are you? Lin Feng asked again. I can peek into the inner world of others. Your inner world is now filled with fear. And I like to see people filled with fear. I like all the negative emotions in people's lives. Fear, irritation, anxiety, unease, etc., 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 said the mysterious cultivator. A terrifying strength moved towards Lin Feng and enveloped him. That terrifying force enveloped Lin Feng's body. At that moment, Lin Feng felt as if his body was out of his control. Endless darkness engulfed him, wanting to drown him in darkness. At that moment, Lin Feng had the feeling that he had become a small boat in the middle of the ocean. He could be overturned at any moment by a huge wave. No! Lin Feng was unwilling to be swallowed by the darkness. He struggled. But the more he struggled, the faster the darkness swallowed him. When Lin Feng was about to be swallowed by the darkness, when Lin Feng's consciousness was about to be drowned, suddenly, a ball of light appeared in the endless darkness. Then, a man walked out of the ball of light. Defeat all the powerhouses of the heavens. Open your eyes. You will find that you are destined to have a fearless heart. No one can make you fall into fear. Your heart is incomparably strong. You are my son. You will be fearless, the mysterious existence said aloud. After Lin Feng heard that voice, he struggled to open his eyes. Father! In the darkness, Lin Feng muttered. He saw his father. A fearless heart. Lin Feng roared and began to struggle. He wanted to break free. He wanted to obtain freedom. The darkness will not be able to devour my heart. Fear will eventually become a thing of the past. Ah! Lin Feng roared. Swoosh! In the next moment, there was a flash of light, and the darkness in front of him disappeared without a trace. Lin Feng found himself in a stone cave. Taoist Wuliang was not beside him, and he did not know where he had gone. Where is this stone cave? Where is the stone door? Is the stone door a teleportation array? I was teleported to this place after entering the stone door? Lin Feng could not help but ponder. Then, he thought of the terrifying scene he had experienced earlier. His eyes looked at a table not far away. It was a stone table, and on the table was a pitch-black stone ball. The stone ball was not particularly big. It was about the size of a bowl, and its surface was uneven. What is this? Lin Feng's eyelids twitched violently when he saw the stone ball. He felt that everything that had just happened was related to the stone ball. The stone ball seemed to be emitting a demonic power. Stone of fear, the demon lord said. Stone of fear? What is that? Lin Feng could not help but ask in confusion. This was the first time he had heard of something like a stone of fear. Chapter 2949. What? If you die in the illusion, you will die in the real world? Lin Feng was shocked when he heard the demon lord's words. If that was the case, the stone of fear was simply too terrifying. Can something like the stone of fear be forged into a powerful magic treasure? Lin Feng asked. He had already experienced the power of the stone of fear, so he knew how terrifying it was. If the stone of fear could be forged into a treasure, how terrifyingly powerful would it be? It can indeed be forged into a treasure. However, ordinary people do not know the forging method. Therefore, even if you have the stone of fear, it is very difficult to forge it into a powerful treasure, Demon Lord said. Lin Feng said regretfully. It would be a pity if there is no forging method for such an extraordinary immortal iron. If it is left untouched, it would be a waste of the immortal iron, Yao Jun said. Actually, it's not like there's no way. That's to cut the fear stone into pieces and polish it into the shape of a gem. Look at many treasures. For example, some treasured swords are embedded with various gems. In fact, those gems are not just for decoration. Many gems have some special functions that can increase the power of treasured swords. Lin Feng nodded. He also knew what the demon lord was talking about. In fact, it was not just swords. Many treasures were also embedded with special items. The embedded items were not only gems but also other things. For example, some beast cores, treasured bones, immortal iron, and so on. After embedding these items, the power of the treasures would be greatly increased. If I polished the stone of fear into a gem and embed it into a treasure, wouldn't it be a waste of the treasure? I feel that the power will be weakened a lot, Lin Feng said. Demon Lord said. Indeed, the power will be weakened a lot. However, this is the only way, Lin Feng said. All right. Let's do it this way. When I get out, I will find a way to cut the stone of fear and polish it into a gem before embedding it into my Primal Chaos Ancient Lamp. Lin Feng's Primal Chaos Ancient Lamp had been infused with many precious materials. Its power was now close to the level of a monarch weapon. It should be noted that the Primal Chaos Ancestral Chi and Black-Yellow Ancestral Chi were supreme treasures that could be forged into immortal tools, but Lin Feng had integrated them into the Primal Chaos Ancient Lamp at the same time. The Primal Chaos Ancient Lamp was incomparably terrifying. If the Dreadstone was embedded into the Primal Chaos Ancient Lamp, the lamp would be able to create illusions like the Dreadstone, causing people to fall into endless fear. The power of the Primal Chaos Ancient Lamp would be greatly enhanced. Thinking of this, Lin Feng couldn't help but reveal a happy expression. Lin Feng quickly kept the Stone of Fear. Then, he looked around and realized that there was nothing else in the cave other than the Stone of Fear. Even with Lin Feng's powerful body, he felt his qi and blood roiling. He almost coughed up a mouthful of blood. Roar! The stone sculpture let out a deep roar. This roar contained endless ferocity and cold killing intent. At this moment, the broken stone sculpture seemed to have transformed into an unparalleled immortal expert. Roar, roar, roar! At this moment, a series of low growls could be heard. The broken stone sculptures in the belly of the mountain had all come to life. He was coldly looking at Lin Feng. His killing intent was monstrous. They're not stone sculptures. They're all stone beings. Lin Feng's face changed. These living beings were not stone sculptures. They were terrifying stone beings. However, it was unknown who had destroyed the bodies of these stone beings. Therefore, the bodies of these stone beings were all badly damaged. The aura of these stone beings was overwhelming. They were simply too terrifying. There was no way to fight against them. Chapter 2950. The Stone Clan's creatures were terrifying. Moreover, there were so many of them, so there was no need to continue fighting against these damaged Stone Clan members. Lin Feng was extremely fast, turning into a bolt of lightning as he sped through the passageway. The dozen or so Stone Tribe members chased after him relentlessly, trying to catch up to Lin Feng. However, they were ultimately unable to catch up to Lin Feng. Lin Feng finally managed to shake off the dozen or so Stone Tribe members. He could finally heave a sigh of relief. Why are there so many incomplete Stone Tribe members in the Great Tomb? Lin Feng was extremely puzzled. Save me! Who can save me? A miserable shriek rang out from afar. Lin Feng's expression jolted. Wasn't that Taoist Wu Liang's shriek? He had no idea where that guy had been teleported to earlier. He had no idea what he had gone through to make him let out such a pitiful shriek. Lin Feng sped towards the source of the shriek. The passageways in the tomb extended in all directions. Lin Feng was very fast, and it didn't take long for him to see Taoist Wu Liang. The densely packed giant spider demons were surrounding Taoist Wu Liang, each of them emitting a terrifying aura. When Lin Feng saw those spiders, he couldn't help but take a deep breath. Those spiders were all golden. This was Lin Feng's first time seeing such a golden spider demon. Every spider demon could spit out dense golden threads, which could easily tear the void apart. Of course, the most terrifying thing about them was their binding ability. Taoist Wu Liang brought out defensive magic artifacts one after another to resist the attacks of the golden threads. However, those defensive magic artifacts were all entangled by the golden threads. Then, he lost all his divine power. This was the golden spider demon's web, which had an unimaginable binding ability. After immeasurable Taoist used more than 20 defensive magic weapons, he no longer had any defensive magic weapons to use. Taoist Wu Liang was so frightened that he kept shrieking. If he was entangled by the spider's web, he would probably die. Hurry up and help! Seeing Lin Feng rush out from the passageway, Taoist Immeasurable's eyes suddenly lit up and he shouted loudly. Lin Feng said with a smile, "It seems that I came just in time. If I had been a little late, you would have become a dish for these golden spider spirits." The immeasurable Taoist said, "This Taoist grandpa is not destined to die. Even the heavens do not dare to accept me." Lin Feng summoned the heavenly flame. The 4 heavenly fires burned fiercely and flew toward the golden spider demon. Chi 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 chi, the heavenly fire directly ignited the spider web spat out by the golden spider demon. Lin Feng's heavenly fire was definitely the bane of these golden spider demons. One by one, the golden spider demons let out cries of terror and quickly fled. "We're finally out of danger!" Taoist Wu Liang let out a long sigh and sat down on the ground. "You have quite a few defensive treasures on you. Give me a few to protect myself," Lin Feng said. "You have emperor-level defensive treasures on you. You don't need my defensive treasures at all," Immeasurable Taoist hurriedly said. If Immeasurable Taoist wanted something from him, it would be worse than killing him. Taoist Wu Liang hurriedly put away all the defensive treasures on the ground. Lin Feng pursed his lips and looked disdainfully at the stingy Taoist Wu Liang. Then he asked, "Did you find the main burial chamber in this tomb?" "I did find the main burial chamber. Those golden spider demons appeared next to the main burial chamber. They are probably guarding the main burial chamber. Come with me. We'll go take a look at the main burial chamber," Taoist Wu Liang said. Lin Feng nodded and followed Taoist Wu Liang to the main burial chamber. After making many turns in the passageway, they arrived outside a huge cave. The cave was sealed by a stone door. However, there was no end to the stone door. There were huge holes on the walls on both sides of the cave, and there were many golden spider demons living in those holes. The golden spider demons crawled out of the holes and looked at Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang with cold eyes. Their eyes were filled with killing intent. Lin Feng took out his 4 heavenly flames. The golden spider demons immediately let out ear-piercing screeches. Clearly, they were very afraid of Lin Feng's heavenly flames. Therefore, the golden spider demons did not choose to attack Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang. However, they did not choose to retreat either. Screech! A sharp, ear-piercing cry came from the largest hole, and a purple-gold spider spirit crawled out. The purple-gold spider demon should be the king of the golden spider demons. "Humans, this is the resting place of the burial chamber's master. There is nothing you want here. If you want treasures, just follow the passageway. Soon you will know what the treasures here are. When the time comes, you will be able to harvest them." The purple gold spider demon looked coldly at Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang. If it were not for Lin Feng's heavenly flames, the golden spider demons would have already attacked Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang. Taoist Wu Liang said, "This Taoist pays his respects to every grave he comes across. Since I'm here today, I naturally have to pay my respects to this Almighty." Lin Feng said, "We'll be out soon. If you want to fight, we'll fight." The purple gold spider demon's eyes were extremely gloomy. After pondering for a long time, it ordered the other golden spider demons to retreat. Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang pushed open the stone door and entered the main burial chamber. There was a stone bed in the main burial chamber. On the bed was a skeleton. Its body had long decayed. "Can the body of an expert of this level be destroyed?" Lin Feng asked with a frown. The demon lord said, "If one's body was severely injured when they were alive, and if they died as a result, their body would not be able to survive for long periods of time. Only a complete body can survive for long periods of time without decaying. However, if too much time passes, no body can be preserved. It will also be destroyed by the power of time," Lin Feng said. "I just don't know where this expert came from. This junior kowtows to you." We came here with no intention of offending you. If we have offended you, please forgive us, Senior. Taoist Wu Liang sincerely kowtowed to the mysterious expert. Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang kowtowed to the mysterious expert. This was their respect for an expert who had already passed away. After kowtowing 9 times, Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang hurriedly got up and looked around the main burial chamber to see if there were any treasures left behind. There were many burial items here. For example, there were some treasures, pills, scrolls, jade tubes, and so on. These items were extremely valuable in the past, but they were all destroyed now. Too much time had passed, and anything could have been destroyed by the power of time. Lin Feng found a bronze cauldron in the corner of the burial chamber. He opened the cauldron. Suddenly, holy light surged out from within the cauldron. Then, the voice of the heavenly Tao echoed in the main burial chamber. Chapter 29:51. Such a dazzling holy light was truly shocking. Moreover, the item within the cauldron was emanating an extremely intense fluctuation. At that moment, Lin Feng finally saw what it was. It was a fist-sized crystal. Sealed within the crystal was a clump of immortal liquid. He didn't know the origin of the immortal liquid, but it was simply too extraordinary. It was emanating shocking fluctuations. Taoist Wu Liang also noticed the extraordinary treasure within Lin Feng's cauldron. He quickly ran over. Heavens! It's actually something like that! Taoist Wu Liang exclaimed. His eyes almost popped out of their sockets. He recognized the item in Lin Feng's hand. You recognize what this is? Lin Feng looked at Taoist Wu Liang in astonishment. He couldn't help but mutter in his heart. This damned Taoist was truly experienced and knowledgeable. It seemed like there was nothing he didn't recognize. Taoist Wu Liang was so excited when he saw the item that his smile stretched all the way to his ears. He said, This is World Immortal Liquid. World Immortal Liquid? What's that? Lin Feng couldn't help but ask. It's the essence of a great world. Because it's too dense, it transformed into this immortal liquid, Taoist Wu Liang said. What? The essence of a great world? Lin Feng couldn't help but be shocked. Lin Feng knew that cultivators had essences, but this was the first time he'd heard that great worlds had essences as well. Thus, Taoist Wu Liang's words shocked Lin Feng greatly. Taoist Wu Liang said, The great world can evolve. It is said that the great world has a world spirit, and it will continue to evolve over a long period of time. Therefore, among the 3,000 great worlds, some great worlds are strong while some are weak. You see, in the previous war, many great worlds were destroyed because those great worlds were not strong enough to withstand the destructive power caused by the war. Therefore, those great worlds were destroyed one after another. However, some of the more powerful great worlds remained unscathed. I see. I didn't think that great worlds could produce essences like cultivators. Lin Feng sighed. Taoist Wu Liang said, Hurry up and open it. We'll split it in half. It'll definitely be able to greatly increase our cultivation. Lin Feng pointed at the purple gold spider spirit, who was staring coldly at him and Taoist Wu Liang. We can't stay here for long. Let's get out of here first, Lin Feng said. Taoist Wu Liang had no objections and left the main tomb with Lin Feng. The two of them found a secluded place and split the world essence into 2, 1 for each of them. Then, they began to refine the world essence to improve their cultivation bases. Lin Feng couldn't help but take a deep breath. He didn't know how effective something like a major world's origin source was, but just by hearing its name, he knew it was definitely extraordinary. Lin Feng hoped that it would bring about a better effect. Under the operation of the Archean dragonesque elephant skill, the macro world's origin was constantly refined into the purest energy origin. And this energy source was completely absorbed by Lin Feng. After absorbing the pure energy of the macro world's origin energy, Lin Feng could clearly feel that the magic power in his body was steadily increasing. Moreover, Lin Feng could clearly feel that his magic power was constantly transforming. With the transformation of his magic power, Lin Feng was gradually approaching the edge of a breakthrough. Finally, all the macro world's origin was refined and absorbed by Lin Feng. A beam of tribulation light appeared between Lin Feng's eyebrows. Through this beam of tribulation light, Lin Feng felt a heavy oppressive force. That was the oppressive force of the heavenly Tao on him. It was rolling like a mountain, rolling like the sea, so oppressive that one couldn't breathe. The oppressive force of the heavenly Tao was too terrifying. This indicated how difficult it would be for Lin Feng to break through to the quasi-emperor realm in the future. The beam of tribulation light has appeared. Now I can try to break through. Lin Feng couldn't help but say to himself. He was very happy that he could finally try to break through. Now, Lin Feng had immortal stones and half-immortal stones on him. He didn't need to worry about the energy needed to break through to the quasi-emperor realm. Now, Lin Feng's only worry was that he didn't have a strong enough opportunity to help him complete this breakthrough. If he could refine a heavenly flame, this breakthrough would be successful. Lin Feng had made up his mind to see if he could find an opportunity to kill the heavenly demon emperor's son. If he couldn't kill the heavenly demon emperor's son, then he would refine the reincarnation immortal sex reincarnation everlasting fire. As for the unparalleled master of the reincarnation everlasting fire, Lin Feng didn't care anymore. With the arrival of the apocalypse, the most reliable thing to do was to raise his cultivation as soon as possible. He couldn't worry too much about what would happen in the future. Not long after, Taoist Wu Liang also woke up from his cultivation. This guy was jumping and jumping around, looking very happy. Clearly, refining the macro world's origin had raised his cultivation by a lot. Otherwise, he wouldn't be so excited. Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang continued to walk deeper into the passage. This should be the way to the Yin tomb, right? Lin Feng asked. Taoist Wu Liang nodded. That's right. This is the way to the Yin tomb. Most of the treasures in the Yang tomb should have been taken already. It's time to take a look at the Yin tomb. Damn, what treasures did you get in the Yang tomb? Lin Feng couldn't help but ask Taoist Wu Liang. Previously, Lin Feng had obtained the Stone of Fear. The second thing he had obtained was the macro world's origin. Anyone who saw the macro world's origin would have a share, and Taoist Wu Liang had given half of it. Of course, both items were incomparably precious. However, the treasures in the Yang tomb shouldn't just be those. It seemed that Taoist Wu Liang had gotten there first. This guy was proficient in tomb raiding, so he must know the locations of the treasures inside the tomb like the back of his hand. Taoist Wu Liang said, "The living don't ask about the dead. Since it's already been taken, don't ask about it, especially in a tomb. Asking about it is a taboo. It's easy to attract some unclean things." The damned Taoist's words were very frightening. Lin Feng couldn't help but roll his eyes when he heard this, but he didn't continue asking. Finally, Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang entered the Yin tomb. The Yin tomb also had a main tomb. They had just entered the main tomb of the Yin tomb. Endless black fog rolled, followed by earth-shaking battle cries that resounded through the world. Rumble! A loud sound shook the sky. Within the black fog, an army of thousands of men and horses charged at Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang. The scene before his eyes was simply too terrifying. Anyone who saw the army of thousands of men and horses charging at them would probably fall into deep despair. Lin Feng also felt a chill run down his spine. He wanted to turn and run, but he soon felt that something was wrong. There couldn't be an army of thousands of men and horses here. What the hell is this? At worst, we'll just fight. Chapter 2952. Similarly, Taoist Wu Liang took out a powerful magic treasure and charged at the charging army. Bam! The two sides clashed, producing a violent sound of collision. A world-destroying shockwave surged out, causing the void to collapse. Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang relied on their powerful magic treasures to fight an intense battle against the attacking army. The stone sword soared into the sky, slicing apart one terrifying creature after another. Lin Feng discovered that these creatures were not made of flesh and blood. Instead, they were illusory forms. Lin Feng opened his snake eyes and gazed into the distance. He saw a battle banner floating in the air. The banner was slightly swaying, and in a flash, an army of thousands of men and horses was forming. Heavens! What kind of treasure is that? Lin Feng's face was filled with disbelief when he saw the war banner. It was too shocking. It was just a war banner, yet it could unleash such heaven-defying power. It was unbelievable. It's a war banner! The entire army was created by that war flag, Lin Feng said solemnly. What? An army of thousands of men and horses evolved from a single banner? Could it be the legendary Iron Blood War banner? Taoist Wuliang could not help but exclaim. What is the Iron Blood War banner? Lin Feng couldn't help but ask. There were too many supreme treasures in the world. Lin Feng had only heard of a few treasures. For example, he had never heard of the Iron Blood War banner that Taoist Wuliang was talking about. The Iron Blood War banner is a heaven-defying supreme treasure created by an extremely terrifying existence from the celestial realm. It is said that a gentle wave of the banner can summon an army to fight against the enemy, Taoist Wuliang said. Lin Feng was shocked. There was such a heaven-defying treasure? It was unbelievable. However, Lin Feng soon felt that something was amiss. He said, If it's a supreme treasure created by that terrifying expert from the celestial realm, the army it can summon shouldn't be this weak, right? Taoist Wuliang said. Perhaps it's sealed. If its full power is released, we will be instantly drowned by the army. However, it has given us a chance to obtain the Iron Blood War banner. Ha! You already have enough treasures. Give this Iron Blood War banner to me. He channeled his magic power with all his might and began a massacre, forcibly tearing a path through the army. Lin Feng quickly approached the Iron Blood War banner. If what Taoist Wuliang said was true, the Iron Blood War banner was definitely a heaven-defying supreme treasure. It was an extraordinary treasure. He naturally had to obtain it as quickly as possible. Bullshit! You clearly have a lot of treasures. This Iron Blood War flag should be mine! The immeasurable Taoist could not help but roar and attack with all his might, wanting to snatch the Iron Blood War banner. He took out talisman after talisman of the three pure ones, a total of 5 of them. The talisman of the three pure ones unleashed its might, and annihilated the army that was charging at him. 3 pure ones! When Lin Feng saw the talisman, he had the urge to kill Taoist Wuliang with a single punch. He had used up all the talisman of the 3 pure ones. He had no more talisman of the 3 pure ones. That was something that Taoist Wuliang had said countless times. But now, this damned Taoist actually took out so many talismans of the 3 pure ones. This guy's words really couldn't be trusted. Taoist Wuliang used this opportunity to quickly approach the Iron Blood War banner. Dong dong dong, however, right at that moment, the sound of drums could be heard. Lin Feng looked in another direction, and saw a huge drum floating in the black fog. The drum was wrapped in beast skin. When the drum sounded, Lin Feng and Taoist Wuliang felt as if their hearts were about to split open. It was an extremely painful feeling. The two of them had heard the drum before. Now, they finally found the source of the drum. Dong dong dong, the drum sounded again. Wah! Wah! Lin Feng and Taoist Wuliang could not withstand the terrifying drum sound. They could not help but vomit mouthfuls of blood. Their faces were as pale as paper. This kind of drum sound was a bit too terrifying. It could be described as horrifying. There was no way to resist it. Run! Lin Feng shouted. He wanted to retreat. The drum sound made him feel an aura of death enveloping him. Lin Feng felt as if he had fallen into an endless hell. His body was strong, and he had the undying divine body. Although he was injured by the drum sound, the injuries he suffered were not particularly serious. Taoist Wuliang, on the other hand, was bleeding from all 7 of his orifices. He was in a terrible state. Immeasurable heavenly sovereign, what kind of drum is this? Taoist Wuliang could not help but wail. He had explored countless ancient tombs and had dabbled in all kinds of treasures. However, he had never seen such a strange drum. The drum was too terrifying. It was definitely a great killing machine. Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang were about to retreat. At that moment, the Demon Lord transmitted his voice to Lin Feng. This is the Sky Drum. It is the drum that commands the Heaven Realm's army to attack when there is a war in the Heaven Realm. It is infused with endless killing intent, which is why it is so terrifying. Hurry up and use your hockey to resist the Sky Drum's attack. Then, quickly approach the Sky Drum and drip your blood on it. Hearing the Demon Lord's words, Lin Feng's spirit suddenly rose. He did not hesitate, and used his 3 hockey. The 3 hockey formed a powerful magnetic field. When the Sky Drum sounded again, the sound of the drum was greatly weakened by Lin Feng's magnetic field. The damage that Lin Feng received was also greatly reduced. Then, Lin Feng quickly rushed toward the Sky Drum. Are you crazy? Taoist Wu Liang could not help but roar when he saw Lin Feng rushing toward the Sky Drum. This was an extremely dangerous thing. He could lose his life at any time. However, Lin Feng did not retreat. Dong dong dong. As Lin Feng quickly approached, the sound of the Sky Drum became more and more intense. The power contained in the sound of the drum also became more and more terrifying. The sound of the drum was extremely hurried. It almost shattered Lin Feng's heart. Lin Feng's extremely strong physical body started to crack like a piece of porcelain. This was an extremely terrifying scene. It made one's hair stand on end. Lin Feng even felt that his body was about to explode. The Sky Drum was really terrifying. It was indeed a treasure that had been infused with the endless killing intent of the Heaven Realm's army. Ah! Lin Feng roared. He circulated his immortal divine body with all his might. Before his body collapsed, Lin Feng quickly rushed to the Sky Drum and cut his right palm. Bang! Lin Feng's blood-stained palm fiercely slapped the Sky Drum. Then, Lin Feng's blood was absorbed by the Sky Drum. Chapter 2953. The Heavenly Drum's bell finally stopped ringing. Lin Feng could clearly feel a mysterious connection between him and the Heavenly Drum. This connection allowed him to clearly sense the Heavenly Drum's aura. At this moment, the Heavenly Drum and Lin Feng had merged together. The Heavenly Drum seemed to have become a part of Lin Feng's body. This was definitely a heaven-defying treasure. Lin Feng had already experienced how terrifying the Heavenly Drum was. If not for the fact that his physical body was comparable to an immortal emperor's and that his immortal divine body could quickly heal his damaged body, Lin Feng would not have been able to obtain it. Lin Feng would not have been able to obtain the Heavenly Drum. Such a treasure was simply too terrifying. No one could get close to it. However, the result today was extremely delightful. The Heavenly Drum had become Lin Feng's treasure. Ha ha ha! The Iron Blood War flag is mine! At this moment, Taoist Wu Liang suddenly laughed. This treasure was also extremely extraordinary. When Lin Feng obtained the Heavenly Drum, Taoist Wu Liang obtained the Iron Blood War flag. Immediately after, Taoist Wu Liang wailed. This is not the real Iron Blood War flag. This is just a secondary flag. Anyone could hear how depressed Taoist Wu Liang was. Lin Feng asked, What's the difference between the secondary flag and the real Iron Blood War flag? Taoist Wu Liang said, Once the real Iron Blood War flag is waved, it can summon immortal soldiers and divine generals. It can kill gods and Buddhas in its way. However, the army summoned by the secondary flag is far weaker. However, the material of this secondary flag should be pretty good. It seems to have fused with the same material as the Iron Blood War flag. That's why it's much more powerful than the other secondary flags. The Iron Blood War flag was the war flag of the commander. When the war flag was waved, the army would trample the heavens and the earth. The secondary flag was the flag used by the general to command the army. This was because every general commanded a different army. Therefore, the secondary flags were also different. The power of these secondary flags was also different. Although the sub-flag obtained by Taoist Wu Liang could not be compared to the Iron Blood War flag, it was still an extremely powerful treasure that could display terrifying battle prowess. Previously, Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Lian had already experienced the might of this flag. At a critical moment, it could definitely play a role in reversing the situation. Now that Lin Feng had obtained the heavenly drum, a heaven-defying treasure, the Iron Blood War flag sub-banner had been taken by the immeasurable Taoist, so be it. In the future, he might be able to obtain the real Iron Blood War flag. Boom! At this time, violent fluctuations came from outside. A great battle was about to break out. Taoist Wu Liang said. Young Master Nie's group must have found a lot of experts. However, by the time they enter, they will find that this place is already empty. All the treasures have been taken by us. I wonder what kind of expression they will have then. Taoist Wu Liang had a gloating look on his face. Thinking of the scene described by Taoist Wu Liang, Lin Feng could not help but smile. Lin Feng said, Perhaps there will be great emperors coming. Let's go. We can't stay here for long. Taoist Wu Liang nodded and returned to the Yang tomb with Lin Feng. 2 hours later, the group finally destroyed the puppets guarding the Yin tomb. There were many experts in this group. For example, young Master Nye, Xing Yuandao, the mysterious female cultivator, the heavenly demon emperor's son, Xin Daotian, and 7 or 8 other top experts of the younger generation. Each of them had an extraordinary background, and each of them had a deeper and more terrifying aura than the last. However, the most eye-catching ones were an old cultivator from the Qingwu people and a middle-aged cultivator from the ancient God clan. The old cultivator from the Qingwu people was the Tao protector of the heavenly demon emperor's son. The middle-aged cultivator from the ancient God clan was called Xinyue. He was one of the great emperors of the ancient God clan, and his cultivation was unfathomable. Under the leadership of 2 great emperors, they were able to destroy the puppets. From this, one could see how terrifying the puppets were and how difficult it was to enter the Yin tomb. After entering the Yin tomb, they immediately discovered that it was empty. The female cultivator couldn't help but wonder. There was the sound of a drum earlier. There should be a drum-type treasure here. The female cultivator with the enchanting figure was called Murong Hanju. She was a genius from an extremely mysterious royal clan of the myriad races. This is the Yin Yang tomb. The old golden crow narrowed his eyes. He could see through the clues of this tomb. As expected of a great emperor, he was very knowledgeable. What? Yin Yang tomb? Could it be that we're attacking the Yin tomb? Xing Yuan now asked in shock. That's right. The old golden crow nodded and said, We are attacking the Yin tomb. Yang tombs are usually very well hidden and are very difficult to find. However, Yang tombs are often connected to Yin tombs. Since we have already entered the Yin tomb, it means that the Yang tomb must be nearby. Let's go look for the Yang tomb now. The drum-type magic tool might have already entered the Yang tomb. The group quickly searched for the passage to the Yang tomb and soon found it. However, after entering the Yang tomb, they didn't find any treasures. In the end, they found the main tomb. The purple gold spider spirit coldly said, Someone has already been here. They are a Taoist and a young human cultivator. They took many treasures from the Yang tomb, including the heavenly drum and the Iron Blood War banner. Hearing the purple gold spider spirit's words, the group of people was shocked. Lin Feng, it's Lin Feng. Gong Zong Ye said with a gloomy expression. The others nodded with gloomy expressions. Xin Yuan now coldly said, And that Taoist who doesn't know what's good for him. He said he would dig up the ancestral tombs of our ancestors. Before they left, they killed the purple gold spider spirit and many other golden spider spirits. These golden spider spirits were highly toxic and could be refined into top-grade poisons. Then, they entered the main tomb and took the skeleton away. After leaving the main tomb, the group was attacked by a dozen or so stone tribe members. Although they were protected by 2 great emperors, they still suffered casualties. 4 of their top geniuses died. This was definitely a huge matter for the myriad races because there weren't that many top geniuses in the myriad races. Every death was a loss for the myriad races. Even the heavenly demon emperor's son, Gong Zong Ye, Xing Yuandao, and the others were injured to varying degrees. The 2 great emperors were beaten to the point of vomiting blood. The Stone Tribe members were too terrifying. Chapter 2954. After Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang left the Yang tomb, they began to look for a place to study the treasures they had recently obtained. Lin Feng didn't know what other treasures Taoist Wu Liang had obtained apart from the Iron Blood War flag. Of course, Lin Feng didn't care about that now. He only cared about the heavenly drum he had obtained. The two found a hidden cave and began to cultivate in seclusion. After Lin Feng took out the heavenly drum, he began to concentrate on sensing the aura of the drum. His divine sense invaded the heavenly drum, and he immediately heard earth-shaking shouts. Lin Feng found himself in the world formed by the heavenly drum. There was an endless sky and endless thunderclouds. The sound of the war drum shook the heavens and earth. At a glance, within the thunderclouds there were countless terrifying creatures densely packed together. Every single one of them was like an immortal, and their battle prowess was heaven-defying. Heavenly soldiers and heavenly generals. After seeing those existences, Lin Feng couldn't help but take a deep breath. The heavenly drum absorbed the endless killing intent of the heavenly soldiers and heavenly generals and finally became a peerless divine weapon. Now, the figures of these heavenly soldiers and heavenly generals were also imprinted on the heavenly drum. Lin Feng felt that the figures of these heavenly soldiers and heavenly generals had greatly increased the power of the heavenly drum. Once the heavenly drum erupted with powerful power, it would definitely be able to destroy the heavens and earth, and destroy the sun, moon, and sky. Such a treasure was truly a peerless treasure. Being able to obtain the heavenly drum this time was truly a great fortune and a great opportunity. After coming out of seclusion, Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang left and continued to search for the location of the immortal mountain mentioned in the scroll. However, not long after, Lin Feng discovered that some cultivators were looking at them from afar. "It's the cultivators of the myriad races," Taoist Wu Liang said with a frown. Lin Feng nodded and sped up with Taoist Wu Liang. However, they were still discovered by the great Emperor realm experts in the end. The old golden crow and Xinyue flew over from afar and looked coldly at Lin Feng, their eyes flashing with a dense killing intent. In addition to these two great emperors, there were also the son of the heavenly demon emperor, Gong Zhongye, Xingyuan Nao, Murong Han Shu, and others. There were many cultivators watching the show. Most of them were cultivators from the myriad races, extraterrestrial races, and other foreign forces. "Isn't that Lin Feng?" Someone recognized Lin Feng. The name Lin Feng was simply too familiar to the myriad races, extraterrestrial races, and cultivators from other forces. Moreover, everyone had the urge to gnash their teeth at Lin Feng. After seeing Lin Feng, he couldn't wait to cut Lin Feng into pieces. This was because it was Lin Feng's appearance that had shattered the confidence of the myriad races, the extraterrestrial races, and the other cultivators from the outside world. Lin Feng's strength made these three forces feel incomparably sullen. The cultivators of these three forces were all high and mighty, looking down on everyone else. Being suppressed by Lin Feng to the point that they could not even lift their heads, the cultivators from the three forces naturally hated Lin Feng to the bone. "He's that human Lin Feng?" Many people were surprised and then cried out in surprise. After all, there were only a few people who had seen Lin Feng before. Now that they knew that the cultivator surrounded by the great emperors was Lin Feng, they were filled with killing intent. The cultivators from the myriad races, extraterrestrial races, and other foreign forces immediately revealed killing intent. Everyone looked at Lin Feng with a gloating expression. Two great emperors and so many top experts of the younger generation. This time, Lin Feng would definitely die, right? Could that Taoist be the damned Taoist who threatened to dig up the graves of our ancestors? Someone pointed at the immeasurable Taoist and said through gritted teeth. The immeasurable Taoist's words earlier made the cultivators of the myriad races gnash their teeth in hatred. "That's right, it's that damned Taoist. I've seen him before," a cultivator from the myriad races said, confirming that cultivator's guess. "You can wear out iron shoes in a fruitless search, only to find it without any effort. Lin Feng and that damned Taoist are on the must-kill list of our myriad races." Now we can get rid of them in one go. A cultivator from the myriad races sneered. He looked at Lin Feng and the immeasurable Taoist as if they were looking at dead people. In their opinion, Lin Feng and the immeasurable Taoist would definitely die today. This is troublesome, this is troublesome. The immeasurable Taoist's face turned the color of pig liver. He was so scared that his whole body trembled. Lin Feng's expression also became extremely gloomy. He was actually surrounded by two great emperors. This was indeed troublesome. However, Lin Feng had the stone of destiny that senior sister Shui Linglong had given him. This stone could change one's fate once. At this time, it might play a key role. However, Lin Feng quickly gave up on this idea because he saw a cultivator walking over from afar. It was a savage. His hair was disheveled. If he walked on the street, many people would think that he was a beggar. The savage and Lin Feng's father's clan had a very deep relationship. Lin Feng even suspected that the savage was his protector. Even if he wasn't, the savage would still protect him. Now that he saw the savage, he didn't fear the Golden Crow and Xinyueya at all. The savage's arrival couldn't be hidden from the Golden Crow and Xinyueya. They frowned and soared into the sky, facing the savage. Is that a great emperor of the human race? Could it be the great emperor behind Lin Feng? No wonder Lin Feng dares to attack the myriad races, the races from outside, and the cultivators from other places. It turns out that Master Turtle isn't the only one behind him. There's also a powerful great emperor behind him. I've seen this savage great emperor attack before. He made a great emperor from outside vomit blood with a single punch. His battle prowess is terrifying. He's definitely not a low-level great emperor. He's probably one of the stronger great emperors. The Golden Crow by the heavenly demon emperor's son's side is terrifying. Just look at his grave expression. You can tell how powerful that savage is. Many people whispered. The heavenly demon emperor's son stepped forward and said indifferently, "It's good that the great emperors don't get involved. If they do, then it'll be meaningless. Have you thought about how you're going to die today?" Gong Zong Ye, Xingyuan Nao, Murong Han Shu, and the other four top geniuses stepped forward and surrounded Lin Feng and Wu Liang. Seeing that a great emperor was holding back two great emperors from the myriad races, Wu Liang became bolder. He sneered and said, "What Tom, Dick, and Harry dares to jump in front of us brothers? Are you tired of living? Do you believe that I won't chop you up and stew you?" The heavenly demon emperor's son and the others' mouths twitched violently. They were not animals. The immeasurable Taoist actually said that he was going to stew them. This was simply touching their bottom line, causing everyone's killing intent to overflow. Chapter 2955. Son of a bitch, I naturally know what I'm talking about. What? You're not convinced? If you're not convinced, come and fight me one-on-one. When the time comes, you'll fight me and Lin Feng alone. Wu Liang Taoist continued to clamor. His attitude was extremely arrogant and domineering, making people want to beat him up. This damn Taoist is really shameless. If they really fight, it won't be a one-on-one fight. Obviously, Sheng Yuanao has the advantage. Besieging these two is the easiest way. And it's very safe. Some of the cultivators from other races and foreign forces sneered. In their opinion, the best way was for Sheng Yuanao and the others to besiege Lin Feng and Wu Liang Taoist. Lin Feng and Wu Liang Taoist had extraordinary means, but with only the two of them, they would naturally be in a passive position. It would be the best time to kill them. Reckless things, even if I fight you two alone, killing the two of you will be like slaughtering dogs. Xing Yuanao was incomparably arrogant. He did not put Lin Feng and Wu Liang Taoist in his eyes at all. He cast a sidelong glance at Lin Feng and Wu Liang Taoist as if he was looking at two weak cultivators. This was because Xing Yuanao had absolute confidence in his own strength. He believed that dealing with Lin Feng and Wu Liang Taoist would be as easy as blowing off dust. Lin Feng ridiculed. Some people are too self-righteous. If we really fight, they might be slapped in the face. Moreover, I remember that I killed someone called Xingyuanshu before. That guy was also insufferably arrogant, just like you. You two should be from the same race, right? You really proved the saying that if you're not from the same family, you won't enter the same house. Back then, I stepped on Xingyuanshu like stepping on an ant. Now, it might be more troublesome to kill you, but I feel that at most, I'll just step on you like stepping on a bug. Lin Feng's words were even more arrogant and domineering. His character was incomparably strong, and he was not afraid of these young cultivators of the myriad races. So what if Xingyuan now came from the Xingshan clan? Lin Feng was confident that he could defeat this person. Provoking my dignity, you're courting death. Xing Yuandao's eyes flashed with killing intent. He wanted to kill Lin Feng. Boom! Xing Yuandao released a terrifying aura and shrouded Lin Feng. He pointed directly at Lin Feng with killing intent. If you can't, I'll go. After hearing Taoist Wu Liang's boastful words, many people looked at Taoist Wu Liang with disdain. See? Today, I'll let you know what it means to have a strong body. Xing Yuan now was as arrogant as ever. He wanted to use the method that Lin Feng was good at to suppress Lin Feng. Only then would he win without any dispute. Of course, Xing Yuandao's body was indeed very strong. The Xingshan clan not only had monstrous magic power, but their body was also one of the top clans. The human race's physical body was weak and couldn't be compared to some of the weaker races among the myriad races, let alone the physical body of the sacred god clan. Xing Yuanao had heard that Lin Feng's body was strong, but he did not believe that Lin Feng's body was stronger than his. Xing Yuandao's confidence was not without reason. Although Xing Yuandao's cultivation was only at the quasi-emperor realm, his body had already reached the immortal emperor realm. Although it was only at the first heaven of the immortal emperor realm, it was still at the immortal emperor realm. How terrifying was his body! Lin Feng looked indifferent as he punched Xing Yuandao with his right fist. Bang! Following the violent collision, Lin Feng and Xing Yuandao fiercely collided. Without using the dragon elephant arm, Lin Feng and Xing Yuandao's body were evenly matched. What? Your body has reached the immortal emperor realm? Xing Yuandao exclaimed in disbelief after the collision. Xing Yuandao's talent was extraordinary. In addition, he had consumed countless immortal materials to break through to the immortal emperor realm. Xing Yuandao originally thought that his body was unparalleled in the world. However, after exchanging blows with Lin Feng, he realized that Lin Feng's body was also so terrifying. Lin Feng was a human cultivator. The human race was born with weak bodies. Now that Lin Feng had cultivated his body to such a tyrannical level, didn't that mean that Lin Feng's weakness had become his strength? Thinking of this, Xing Yuandao couldn't help but feel a deep sense of jealousy. What kind of cultivation technique could make Lin Feng's body so tyrannical? Xing Yuandao couldn't wait to kill Lin Feng and snatch away Lin Feng's cultivation technique. Lin Feng didn't pay attention to Xing Yuandao. After the first collision with Xing Yuandao, he quickly approached Xing Yuandao. If Xing Yuandao wanted to have a physical fight with him, then so be it. Lin Feng didn't mind having a physical fight with Xing Yuandao. This was his advantage. Lin Feng believed that he could crush Xing Yuandao in a physical fight. This was because although Xing Yuandao's body had reached the immortal emperor realm, Xing Yuandao's physical strength was far inferior to Lin Feng's. Lin Feng hadn't even used his dragon elephant arm yet. Once he used the dragon elephant arm, his physical strength would increase crazily. Perhaps the physical strength of Emperor Sect and Emperor Realm powerhouses was far from comparable to Lin Feng, let alone a mere Xing Yuandao. Boom! Lin Feng's body exuded a terrifying aura as the dragon elephant arm was activated. Lin Feng felt that his arm contained a terrifying power that could shatter a planet with a punch. With the improvement of his cultivation, Lin Feng's dragon elephant arm also became more and more powerful. When Lin Feng had first started practicing the arms of the dragon and elephant, each time he used the arms of the dragon and elephant, his arms would suddenly become much thicker and his clothes would explode. But as Lin Feng's mastery of the draconic elephant arm became deeper and deeper, even if he used the draconic elephant arm, his arms wouldn't change. However, his strength would undergo an earth-shaking change. Lin Feng's peerless fist once again blasted towards Xing Yuanao. Xing Yuanao said indifferently, "Even if this young master can't suppress you in a physical fight, you can also forget about suppressing this young master." Xing Yuanao also blasted a punch towards Lin Feng. Xing Yuanao planned to pull away from Lin Feng after this collision, and then use his spiritual power to suppress Lin Feng. Bang! But just as this thought appeared, Lin Feng and Xing Yuanao fiercely collided. Chapter 2956. Everyone was shocked to see Lin Feng breaking Xing Yuandao's bones. Previously, Xing Yuandao's body had reached the level of an immortal emperor. This matter had caused an uproar and many people knew about it. Therefore, everyone knew that Xing Yuandao's body was extremely terrifying. Xing Yuandao's body was also one of the means he used to oppress others. But now, Xing Yuandao's powerful body couldn't be compared to Lin Feng's body. Moreover, Lin Feng had broken Xing Yuandao's arm with pure physical strength. This was too incredible. Everyone had heard that Lin Feng was a cultivator with a powerful body, but they didn't expect Lin Feng's body to be so tyrannical. Even Xing Yuandao couldn't be compared to Lin Feng in terms of physical strength. What kind of terrifying level had Lin Feng's body reached? Just the thought of it made people shudder. After Xing Yuandao's arm was broken, he was blasted away. Now that Xing Yuandao had lost an arm, his injuries weren't light. Naturally, his combat strength was greatly weakened. Xing Yuandao was furious. Since his debut, he had never suffered such an injury. Now, he was injured by Lin Feng in front of so many people. For Xing Yuandao, this was simply a great humiliation. Xing Yuandao felt a deep sense of humiliation and anger. He couldn't wait to cut Lin Feng into pieces to vent the hatred in his heart. Xing Yuandao quickly retreated, trying to get rid of Lin Feng. But how could Lin Feng give Xing Yuanao this opportunity? Now that Xing Yuanao was injured, it was the best time to kill Xing Yuanao. Once the distance between them was increased, it might take more effort to kill Xing Yuanao. Since he could kill Xing Yuanao in a simple way, there was naturally no need to use a complicated method. Lin Feng followed closely behind Xing Yuanao like a shadow. He quickly chased after Xing Yuanao and activated the dragon elephant arm. Then, he threw a punch towards Xing Yuanao. Xing Yuandao's face became extremely ugly. He wanted to quickly retreat to avoid Lin Feng's blow, but he couldn't do so at all. Therefore, he could only face Lin Feng's attack head-on. One of his arms had been broken by Lin Feng's punch, so he could only use his other arm. The broken arm was his right arm. Now Xing Yuan swung his left arm and sent a punch towards Lin Feng. No matter if it was an ordinary person or a cultivator, they all had a main hand. Most people's main hand was their right hand. Therefore, most people's right hand was stronger. They also used their right hand to write, eat, and so on. Of course, there was also a portion of the main players who were left-handed. There was a saying that left-handed people were smarter, but this saying had not been proven to be reliable. Lin Feng and Xing Yuandao were not left-handed. Their main hand was their right hand. Therefore, the strength of Xing Yuandao's left hand was not as strong as his right hand. Bang! The two sides collided again. Kacha! 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 Xing Yuandao's left arm was also broken by Lin Feng's punch. Xing Yuandao's whole body was sent flying. He couldn't help but spit out 3 mouthfuls of blood in midair. His face became as pale as a sheet of paper. Both of Xing Yuandao's arms were broken. This is troublesome. Yeah, Lin Feng is simply invincible in close combat. Xing Yuandao's cultivation is higher. He shouldn't have chosen to fight in close combat. Now, he's in trouble. He's completely suppressed by Lin Feng. Maybe he will die in Lin Feng's hands. In fact, it's not wrong for Xing Yuandao to choose to fight in close combat. After all, his physical body is comparable to an immortal emperor. However, who would have thought that Lin Feng's physical body is even more terrifying? I don't know if the others will join in. Now that Xing Yuandao's arms are broken, his combat strength has plummeted. If the others don't join in, only death awaits Xingyuan now. The myriad races, extraterrestrial races, and other cultivators who were watching the show said one after another. They originally thought that Xingyuan Dao could easily get rid of Lin Feng. However, no one expected the result to be like this. In the battle of physical bodies, Lin Feng had an overwhelming advantage. Xingyuan Dao was now suppressed too much. He didn't even have a chance to fight back. There was no way he could compete with Lin Feng. Do it. Gong Zhongye and the others looked gloomy. They wanted to join forces to deal with Lin Feng, an immeasurable Taoist. They had the advantage in numbers. Naturally, there was no need for them to fight one-on-one. Using the simplest method to kill Lin Feng, an immeasurable Taoist, was the best way. At this moment, Lin Feng brought out the heavenly profound pagoda. This magic treasure let out a loud rumbling sound. The heavenly profound pagoda rapidly grew in size. In the blink of an eye, the 10-centimeter tall heavenly profound pagoda grew to a height of 3,000 meters. The heavenly profound pagoda released a defensive light barrier that covered an area of 5 to 6 miles. Lin Feng and Xingyuan Dao were also enveloped. If these people wanted to join in, they would first have to break through the defense of Lin Feng's heavenly profound pagoda. Now, Lin Feng was determined to kill Xingyuan Dao. Immeasurable Taoist was also enveloped by the heavenly profound pagoda. He sneered and said, "Now, it's Lin Feng and Xingyuan Dao's life and death battle. What? Do you want to join in? Is this all the tolerance of the myriad races? What a joke! What a disgrace!" Gong Zhongye and the others looked indifferent. They didn't care about immeasurable Taoist's words. They began to attack Lin Feng's heavenly profound pagoda. However, it was impossible to break through the defense of an emperor weapon in a short time. Lin Feng looked indifferent as he charged towards Xingyuan Dao. For the third punch, Lin Feng planned to use the 5 times dragon elephant arms to deal with Xingyuan Dao. I've already said that crushing you is as easy as crushing a bug. Do you believe me now? What top heaven's prides of the myriad races? What a disgrace. You're just a bunch of mobs. Lin Feng was extremely arrogant as he mocked Xingyuan Dao to his heart's content. The cultivators who were watching the show began to slander him. If it was a battle of sacred arts, Xingyuan Dao might not necessarily lose. He lost because of his carelessness. Lin Feng's 5 times dragon elephant arms blasted out. That invincible punch was so terrifying that people couldn't help but reveal a look of horror. Xingyuan Dao's face changed drastically when he felt the terror of this punch. He hurriedly used the move Iron Chain across the river. His arms blocked in front of him, wanting to block Lin Feng's punch. Bang! Lin Feng's terrifying punch landed on Xingyuan Dao's arms. Xingyuan Dao's arms directly exploded. Then, Lin Feng's tyrannical punch landed on Xingyuan Dao's chest. Chapter 2957. Xingyuan Dao is finished. Seeing Xingyuan Dao's serious injuries, many people couldn't help but suck in a breath of cold air. Everyone knew that Xingyuan Dao was most likely going to die this time. Lin Feng would not give Xingyuan Dao a chance to make a comeback. No matter how strong Xingyuan Dao's magic power was, no matter how powerful his divine ability was, even if Lin Feng allowed Xingyuan Dao to use his magic power to activate his divine ability, Xingyuan Dao would undoubtedly die. Because Xingyuan Dao's injuries were too serious. I've killed many experts over the years. You're destined to be my stepping stone to the peak. Lin Feng's eyes were filled with killing intent. He stepped forward and punched at Xingyuan Dao again. Today, Lin Feng seemed to have transformed into an unparalleled and immortal demon god. He was so powerful that it made people turn pale with fright. In the distance, the 2 great emperors of myriad races wanted to save Xingyuan Dao. But they quickly gave up on this idea because they felt a terrifying aura shrouding their bodies. The savage was warning them. They shouldn't get involved in a battle between juniors. If they really got involved, they would suffer a thunderous attack from the savage. The 2 great emperors of myriad races were extremely afraid of the savage, so they didn't make a move. I'm not convinced, Xingyuan now roared. I've cultivated for 312 years this year. I'm still very young, but I've already broken through to the 27th layer of the Quasi-Emperor realm. My magic power can suppress the older cultivators who have stood at the peak of the Quasi-Emperor realm for millions of years. I've cultivated many powerful divine abilities. You should be killed by me, Lin Feng sneered. A battle of life and death is completely a competition of strength. So what if you're not convinced? But you'll still be killed by me. Lin Feng's expression was indifferent. That tyrannical punch was about to hit Xingyuan now. Even if I die, I'll drag you down with me, Xingyuan now roared. His body swelled up, and then he quickly pounced on Lin Feng. Xingyuan now wanted to self-destruct to drag Lin Feng down with him. Seeing this scene, many people were moved. Even a powerful figure like Xingyuan Dao was forced to self-destruct by Lin Feng. From this, it could be seen how desperate Xingyuan Dao was to do such a crazy thing. Holy **T! Seeing that Xingyuan Dao was about to self-destruct, Taoist Wu Liang hurriedly flew away. Lin Feng wanted to dodge, but it was too late. Boom! Along with the sound of a violent explosion, everyone saw it. Xingyuan Dao's body directly exploded. Destructive energy surged out, collapsing the void and engulfing Lin Feng. When such a powerful figure like Xingyuan chose to self-destruct, the destruction it would cause would naturally be extremely terrifying. Seeing Lin Feng drown in the energy of Xingyuan Dao's explosion, many people were dumbfounded. This scene was indeed beyond everyone's expectations. Dead? They're all dead. Xingyuan Dao blew himself up. Lin Feng was also dragged to the grave. Many people sucked in a mouthful of cold air and said, Xingyuan Dao's death made some of the cultivators of the myriad races feel a little pity, but at least he could drag Lin Feng down with him. It could be said that he died a worthy death. The human race no longer had Lin Feng. It was a good thing for the myriad races, extraterrestrial races, and other foreign cultivators. But when the aftermath of the energy dissipated, everyone was completely dumbfounded. Because Lin Feng was standing in the void, safe and sound. Xingyuan Dao's self-destruction did make Lin Feng feel danger. The self-destruction of such a powerhouse could indeed drag Lin Feng down with him. At the critical moment, Lin Feng used the Great Death Substitution technique. He had successfully avoided this calamity. This kid is really lucky, someone said unwillingly, hoping that Lin Feng would be killed by the power of Xingyuan Dao's self-destruction. But Lin Feng was safe and sound. This made these cultivators very disappointed. Someone said, It's not that he's lucky. It's that this kid has too many tricks up his sleeves. He must have used some heaven-defying technique to dodge Xingyuan Dao's self-destruction. Usually, he won't be able to use it again for a short period of time. Therefore, he can only escape this disaster. Let's see what happens next. If Gong Zhong Mie, the heavenly demon emperor's son, and the others attack, this kid will not be able to escape this disaster. Just as the cultivators of the myriad races, extraterrestrial races, and other foreign cultivators were discussing this, Lin Feng looked indifferently at the heavenly demon emperor's son and said coldly, Heavenly demon emperor's son, haven't you always wanted to fight me? Now that I've fought with Xingyuan Dao, I've consumed a lot of energy. I challenge you to a life-or-death battle in my current state. Do you dare accept? The heavenly demon emperor's son immediately felt that he was being looked down upon by Lin Feng. His face darkened, and he sneered. Why wouldn't this prince dare? Your Highness, you mustn't. It's best for you, Gong Zhong Ye, and the others to attack Lin Feng and that Taoist together. Don't put yourself in danger. The old golden crow was the heavenly demon emperor's son's guardian. When he heard that the heavenly demon emperor's son wanted to accept Lin Feng's challenge, he quickly tried to dissuade him. The heavenly demon emperor's son said in a deep voice, Elder Jean, do you think I'm not a match for this kid? The golden crow quickly said, Of course, this old servant doesn't dare to think that way. With His Highness's strength, it's easy for him to kill this kid. However, His Highness's life is very precious. It's not something that His Highness's lowly bloodline can compare to. Therefore, His Highness doesn't need to kill him alone. The Heavenly Demon Emperor's son had calmed down a lot, and his desire to fight Lin Feng to the death seemed to have wavered. Lin Feng sneered. If I'm afraid, I'm afraid. You really know how to find excuses for yourself. The Heavenly Demon Emperor was also an unparalleled expert back in the day. He swept through the world unhindered, but who would have thought that he would have such a useless son? Taoist Wu Liang fanned the flames. Brother, you don't know this, right? You should have heard of the saying like father, like son, right? The Heavenly Demon Emperor was too powerful, which is why he had such a useless son. The two of you are courting death. The Heavenly Demon Emperor's son immediately roared when he heard Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Liang's mocking words. Anyone who heard such words would be enraged, let alone someone as arrogant as the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son. Your Highness, you mustn't pay attention to these two. They're deliberately provoking you. The old Golden Crow advised. Stop trying to persuade me. I will personally kill these two today. Chapter 2958. The Heavenly Demon King's son was arrogant to the extreme, thinking that he was superior and looked down on Lin Feng, an immeasurable Taoist. Lin Feng said indifferently. I alone am enough to deal with you, no need for two people. Immeasurable Taoist shouted as well. The more you jump, the more miserable you'll die. Lin Feng chose to fight the Heavenly Demon King's son one-on-one. He had been wanting to kill him for a long time. This person had the eighth heavenly flame, the black flame god devouring flame. This was the heavenly flame Lin Feng needed. After killing the Heavenly Demon King's son, he would be able to take the black flame god devouring flame for himself. This would be a great help to Lin Feng. It could help him break through to the Boundary Emperor realm. Even though Lin Feng had wanted to kill the Celestial Beast Emperor's son before, he hadn't had the opportunity to do so. Now, he finally had the opportunity. The savage kept the Golden Crow and Xinyuya busy so that they couldn't attack. As long as the Golden Crow's protector couldn't attack at the critical moment, Lin Feng was confident that he could kill the Heavenly Demon King's son. You court death. The Sky Demon Emperor's son looked indifferent. With a wave of his hand, an ocean appeared behind him. This ocean was formed from boundless magical energy. Huge waves surged within the ocean, seemingly capable of drowning the world. It was a huge ocean that would cause one's soul to tremble. Boundless ocean! The Heavenly Demon King's son shouted and gently pushed both hands towards Lin Feng. In a flash, a gigantic ocean appeared and moved towards Lin Feng to envelop him. The ocean directly enveloped Lin Feng and pressed down on Lin Feng. Humph! Lin Feng looked indifferent. He was walking on the water, no matter how strong the waves were, they couldn't drown him. Lin Feng walked towards the Sky Demon Emperor's son, and the mana in his body began to circulate. He was ready to unleash a powerful spell to attack the Sky Demon Emperor's son at any time. Giant dragon destroys the world! The Sky Demon Emperor's son said in a low voice. Roar! A series of dragon roars could be heard from above the vast ocean. Everyone looked over and found that the huge waves in the ocean had turned into ferocious beasts. Each beast was like an immortal god. It emitted an extremely terrifying aura, causing people to involuntarily tremble in fear. Those ferocious beasts were very strange. They looked like giant dragons. However, its body was covered with dense bone spikes. This kind of giant dragon exuded an extremely evil aura. He didn't know what kind of dragon it was. More than 100 of these dragons appeared in the ocean and charged toward Lin Feng. Shatter your dragons! Lin Feng attacked with an indifferent expression, throwing out punch after punch. Every punch was able to shatter a giant dragon. Finally, he rushed out of the ocean and unleashed the demon ancestor's sacred fist at the Sky Demon Emperor's son. Endless demonic might filled the world, causing people to feel suffocated. This was a spell passed down by the Demon Lord, and it was unparalleled. Sky Demon Sacred Fist! The Sky Demon Emperor's son attacked and threw a punch at Lin Feng. Monstrous mana spread out, and the Sky Demon Emperor's son pushed the power of this punch to the extreme. This was a spell created by the Sky Demon Emperor. The Sky Demon Emperor was one of the greatest powerhouses in the history of the myriad races. The Sky Demon Emperor dominated several great eras and was almost invincible. He was definitely a being so terrifying that it made the heavens tremble. This existence created the golden age of the myriad races. When the Sky Demon Emperor was alive, even the celestial realm had to respect him. From this, it could be seen just how terrifyingly powerful the heavenly demon emperor of the past was. The Sky Demon Emperor's legacy was naturally terrifying. Now, the Sky Demon's sacred fist used by the Sky Demon Emperor's son clashed with Lin Feng's demon ancestor's sacred fist. The sound of a violent collision was heard, and the void at the center of the collision collapsed. Taiji 8 trigrams diagram! Lin Feng's expression was indifferent. He turned into a Taiji 8 trigrams diagram and quickly slashed at the Sky Demon Emperor's son. This was a Dao diagram formed by combining the great yin-yang art with the great 8 trigrams technique. It was a perfect fusion. The fusion of 3,000 great Das formed a transformation. The Taiji 8 trigrams diagram quickly rushed in front of the Sky Demon Emperor's son and slashed at him, wanting to split the Sky Demon Emperor's son in half. Sky Demon Starfield! The Sky Demon Emperor's son shouted coldly. He waved his hand, and a huge starfield appeared in front of him. In that starfield, there were huge galaxies and dazzling stars. Lin Feng's Taiji 8 trigrams diagram was trapped in the Sky Demon starfield. Next, the Sky Demon Emperor's son grabbed a galaxy world and threw it at Lin Feng. A cultivator with a lowly bloodline is destined to only have this much skill. Are you ready to die? Said the Celestial Beast Emperor's son mockingly, attacking Lin Feng at the same time. The huge galaxy world slammed into Lin Feng's Taiji 8 trigrams diagram. The Taiji 8 trigrams diagram was sent flying. The Sky Demon Emperor's son is terrifyingly strong. He's a direct descendant of the Sky Demon Emperor. Of course he's terrifying. I heard that he's awakened his bloodline 5 times. His battle prowess is definitely heaven-defying. The truth is, the Sky Demon Emperor's son hasn't been cultivating for long. He's only been cultivating for a few decades. If he's given more time, he'll be almost invincible among the younger generation of cultivators. That's right. With his bloodline and legacy, he'll definitely be invincible among his peers. Even with such a short cultivation time, the Sky Demon Emperor's son is already frightening enough. Not many among the younger generation can beat him. Even this Lin Feng is far from being comparable to the Sky Demon Emperor's son. The cultivators from the other races and sects couldn't help but discuss after seeing the Sky Demon Emperor's son's might. The old Golden Crow heaved a sigh of relief. Xinyue watched all of this with an indifferent expression. The savage was also watching the battle. He was as calm as an ancient well, and no one knew what he was thinking. Like a statue, he stood motionless in the void. Black Tortoise Tablet. Lin Feng continued to use a new technique after being sent flying by the Sky Demon Emperor's son's galaxy world. He condensed the Black Tortoise Tablet. Then, he stood on the Black Tortoise's back. Moo! The Black Tortoise let out a deep roar and crushed many galaxies. It rushed out of the Sky Demon starfield and rushed towards the Sky Demon Emperor's son. The Black Tortoise Tablet came with boundless power and sent the Sky Demon Emperor's son flying. Chapter 2959. The enigmatic Tortoise Tablet was one of Lin Feng's ultimate skills. It was terrifyingly powerful. The enigmatic Tortoise Tablet was extremely powerful. You keep saying that others have a lowly bloodline, but now you're being sent flying. Are you slapping yourself in the face? Lin Feng could not help but mock. When the Sky Demon King's son heard Lin Feng's mocking words, his face darkened. His eyes flashed with killing intent. But at this moment, he could feel the power of the Black Tortoise Tablet. Even though he was furious, he chose to retreat. However, the tablet had already locked onto the Sky Demon King's son. He could not escape just because he wanted to. Sky-shattering fist! The Sky Demon King's son roared. Facing the black tortoise tablet, he threw out 36 punches in a row. This divine ability of his had fused a kind of heaven-shattering and invincible will into it. Its might was truly tyrannical to the extreme. The 36 punches instantly merged into one. They turned into a dazzling fist light. Bang! This terrifying attack landed on the black tortoise hunchback tablet, and it actually managed to block the attack. But at this moment, Lin Feng, who was standing on the back of the tablet, made his move. He stood above the Sky Demon King's son and stomped down on him. Lin Feng's right leg became incomparably huge. It was as thick as a mountain. With a single stomp, it seemed like it could crush the world. Lin Feng shouted. "What, Sky Demon King's son? You're still going to be stomped under yours truly's foot. The era of the Sky Demon King is over. Everything related to the Sky Demon King is destined to be eliminated by time." As soon as he finished speaking, Lin Feng's foot had already stomped the Sky Demon King's son to the ground. Then, he began to crush him. Swoosh! The Sky Demon King's son burst out from the ground behind Lin Feng. At this moment, the Sky Demon King's son was in a sorry state. Her hair was disheveled, and her snow-white clothes were covered in dust. Lin Feng's kick hadn't injured the Sky Demon Emperor's son, but it had left him in a sorry state. His kick was meant to humiliate the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son. "I want your life!" The son of the Sky Demon Emperor roared and rushed toward Lin Feng. His body turned into a saber light in midair, and the saber light shattered the world. Then, he slashed at Lin Feng. He wanted to split Lin Feng in half. The attack from the Sky Demon King's son was extremely terrifying. It locked onto Lin Feng, making it impossible for Lin Feng to dodge. Of course, Lin Feng didn't even think about dodging. He wasn't afraid of anyone below the Great Emperor realm. The son of the Sky Demon Emperor was strong. But it wasn't strong enough to make him panic. Facing the attack of the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son, Lin Feng used the Three Realms Oblivion. This was a divine ability that could be said to be unparalleled since ancient times. This divine ability was taught to Lin Feng by the mysterious existence on the Through Heaven Immortal Path's 9th moon cliff. The moment the Three Realms Oblivion was used, all living beings within the Three Realms would gradually die. This divine ability was so terrifying that it slammed into the saber light formed by the son of the Sky Demon Emperor's son. The son of the Sky Demon Emperor was beaten back to his original form. Then, Lin Feng rushed forward and used Ancient Times hurriedly to attack the son of the Sky Demon Emperor's son. The son of the Sky Demon Emperor hurriedly blocked Lin Feng's Ancient Times hurriedly. With a loud bang, the son of the Sky Demon Emperor was sent flying by Lin Feng's punch. "You're too weak. The phrase Tiger Father Dog Son seems to have been created especially for you." Lin Feng looked at the son of the Sky Demon Emperor mockingly. "You deserve to die." The son of the Sky Demon Emperor couldn't help but roar, his eyes turning blood red. In the past, he'd almost died at Lin Feng's hands. That was the first time the son of the Sky Demon Emperor had been defeated since he was born. And he'd lost so miserably. The son of the Sky Demon Emperor viewed this matter as a great humiliation. Over 10 years passed, and the son of the Sky Demon Emperor's bloodline awakened over and over again. His battle prowess continued to rise. Because of this, the son of the Sky Demon Emperor was extremely confident in himself. He believed that he could definitely kill Lin Feng. He even began to think of ways to humiliate Lin Feng when he fought against Lin Feng. But the son of the Sky Demon Emperor never imagined that, when he fought against Lin Feng again, he was still at a disadvantage. He couldn't accept this at all. This situation caused the son of the Sky Demon Emperor to sink into madness. "Guys, look! The son of the Sky Demon Emperor is aging." At this moment, someone pointed at the son of the Sky Demon Emperor. Everyone's expression changed dramatically. The son of the Sky Demon Emperor's body was aging extremely quickly. It didn't take long for him to turn into an extremely old man. Lin Feng's aeon past trillion years had taken effect, causing the son of the Sky Demon Emperor to age and greatly weaken his battle prowess. The Great Reincarnation Art. the son of the Sky Demon Emperor's expression turned extremely gloomy. He was experienced and knowledgeable, so he immediately thought of this terrifying divine ability. That's right! Lin Feng looked at the Tian Bestial Emperor's son indifferently. Then, he threw himself at the Tian Bestial Emperor's son. Lin Feng's immemorial time skill was extremely useful. At that moment, the Tian Bestial Emperor's son's fighting strength dropped drastically. This was the perfect opportunity to kill the son of the Sky Demon Emperor. In the distance, the Golden Crow shouted, "Your Highness, hurry up and retreat. Don't fight this kid head-on for now. This divine ability has a time limit. You'll recover very quickly." The son of the Sky Demon Emperor quickly retreated, dodging Lin Feng's attack. Haki manifestation. However, at this moment, Lin Feng used the White Tiger Haki. During this period of time, Lin Feng had used the Haki manifestation many times in the battle. Therefore, his cultivation of the Haki manifestation had deepened, especially the use of the White Tiger Haki. Releasing the Haki manifestation was the simplest use of the Haki manifestation. The second stage was to use the Haki manifestation to fight the enemy. For example, the White Tiger Haki could manifest a white tiger. Roar. The tiger's roar resounded through the world as a white tiger appeared. It was so lifelike that it looked like a sacred beast. The white tiger's speed was simply too fast. It was as if it had teleported, and its speed was many times faster than Lin Feng's. The white tiger quickly arrived in front of the Sky Demon Emperor's son and slashed at him with a claw. Bang! Following the sound of an extremely violent collision, the son of the Sky Demon Emperor was sent flying by the white tiger's claw. Barf! In midair, the son of the Sky Demon Emperor spat out a mouthful of blood. There were even cracking sounds coming from his body. This was the sound of his bones cracking. After taking a hit from the white tiger, the son of the Sky Demon Emperor had countless bones broken. The white tiger roared and pounced at the son of the Sky Demon Emperor once more. However, at this moment, the son of the Sky Demon Emperor emitted a powerful ripple from his body. Chapter 2960. There were a total of 9 types of domineering aura, and the blue domineering aura was ranked second, only weaker than the supreme domineering aura. The white tiger haki belonged to the cyan haki, which was ranked third. Naturally, its power could not be compared to the blue haki. Therefore, it was normal for the white tiger condensed from the white tiger haki to be repelled by the blue haki. You have domineering aura! I also have domineering aura! The Sky Demon Emperor's son's expression was extremely cold as he quickly charged towards Lin Feng. Seeing that the Heavenly Demon King's son was at a disadvantage, the cultivators from the various races, alien races, and foreign powers couldn't help but worry for him. They weren't really concerned about the safety of the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son. They just wanted to see Lin Feng kill the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son. Now that they had seen the son of the Sky Demon Emperor display such a powerful domineering aura, they were shocked. Naturally, everyone was extremely excited. Was this battle going to be reversed? Was the son of the Heavenly Demon Emperor going to suppress Lin Feng, or even kill Lin Feng? Lin Feng, it's time for you to die! The Sky Demon Emperor's son was surrounded by blue domineering aura. He wanted to use it to deal with Lin Feng. If Lin Feng had only grasped the white tiger haki, he might have been suppressed by the Sky Demon Emperor's son's blue haki. However, the key was that Lin Feng had not only grasped the white tiger haki, but he had also grasped the even more powerful supreme haki. He had now evolved to the second stage of epic haki. The 3 domineering auras overlapped. Immediately, a powerful magnetic field was formed. By bringing out the magnetic field, no one could figure out Lin Feng's background. By doing so, it would be easier for him to hide the various chi auras he cultivated. Furthermore, the magnetic field's might would be even stronger. When the magnetic field that Lin Feng cultivated was brought out, it instantly enveloped the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son. The Sky Demon Emperor's son was enveloped by the magnetic field. Instantly, the The blue domineering aura around the Sky Demon Emperor's son was destroyed. No matter how strong the blue hockey was, it was impossible to compete with Lin Feng's magnetic field. This is impossible! The Sky Demon Emperor's son couldn't accept what was happening and couldn't help but roar in anger. The blue haze was one of his trump cards. Now that he had used it, he could not suppress Lin Feng. This made the Sky Demon Emperor's son unable to accept this. Now you know who the lowly races are, right? Lin Feng looked indifferently at the Sky Demon Emperor's son. How dare you be so arrogant with your strength? What a joke! A lowly race like yours is always easy to give birth to an egomaniac like you. We humans are the true rulers of history. The 3 sovereigns and 5 emperors created a brand new era. Heavenly demons are nothing. How dare you call us humans a lowly race? Lowly heavenly demon emperor's son, are you ready to meet your father in hell? Step by step, Lin Feng walked towards the Sky Demon Emperor's son. His aura was getting more and more terrifying. Lin Feng was preparing a powerful attack. Lin Feng, you dare to humiliate me? The son of the Sky Demon Emperor looked coldly at Lin Feng. Those who humiliate others will be humiliated by others. Lin Feng's expression was indifferent. He quickly rushed over and punched at the Sky Demon Emperor's son with his right fist. Lin Feng's fist was surging with the power of karma. Lin Feng had used the karma fist recorded in the Great Karma Art. The Great Karma Art was ranked 3rd among the 3,000 Great Das. It was definitely a divine ability that was so terrifying that it made people pale with fright. Today, I will let you know my true strength. Seeing Lin Feng coming at him, the Sky Demon Emperor's son could not help but laugh sinisterly. Lin Feng's magnetic field was suppressing the Sky Demon Emperor's son. His battle prowess and speed were greatly reduced. Therefore, the Sky Demon Emperor's son decided not to hold back anymore. He activated his bloodline. Rays of golden blood-red light surged out of the Sky Demon Emperor's son's body. Next, a terrifying aura that seemed to originate from ancient times spread out from the Sky Demon Emperor's son. The aura was too terrifying. Anyone who felt that aura would feel their soul throb. The Sky Demon Emperor's son's bloodline had awakened 5 times. Therefore, his bloodline was incomparably terrifying. The Sky Demon Emperor's son's body began to rapidly recover its youth. The effects of Lin Feng's ancient timeless rush had yet to dissipate. The reason why the Celestial Beast Emperor's son had regained his youth was because his blood had suppressed the time strength Lin Feng had injected into his body. Therefore, the Sky Demon Emperor's son quickly recovered his youth. Power. This is power. Ever since my bloodline began to awaken, I have never awakened my bloodline in battle. You are the first person to awaken my bloodline. Do you feel my power? Are you trembling inside? After the Sky Demon Emperor's son's bloodline awakened, he seemed to have become a different person. He was like a god standing above the 9 heavens, looking down on the world. He was like an immortal sovereign. He was too powerful because a portion of the Sky Demon Emperor's power had awakened in his body. That power was the bloodline inheritance. Awakening one's bloodline meant awakening the power, divine abilities, and memories left behind by one's ancestors. The Sky Demon Emperor's son had awakened the power, divine abilities, and memories left behind by his father. Boom! The Sky Demon Emperor's son raised his right hand and punched at Lin Feng. Next, a huge fist light condensed and blasted at Lin Feng, seemingly capable of shattering the world. It was capable of destroying everything in the world. The fist light's power was truly shocking. It was too powerful. Lin Feng couldn't help but be shocked. The Sky Demon Emperor's son's combat power had increased tremendously after awakening his bloodline power. Lin Feng quickly moved to the left. The Celestial Bestial Emperor's son punched Lin Feng's fist, but it brushed past him. How many punches can you dodge? Said the Celestial Bestial Emperor's son, smiling coldly. He threw punches at Lin Feng one after another. Each time he punched, a gigantic fist light condensed in the air. Next, the huge fist light would blast at Lin Feng. Lin Feng dodged a dozen fist lights in succession. He was killed by a fist radiance. His entire body was sent flying. Lin Feng felt as if a primeval immortal mountain had slammed into him. His body almost shattered. That Fist Light's attack just now was too powerful and terrifying. Moreover, that was only the simplest attack. After awakening his bloodline, the Sky Demon Emperor's son hadn't even used the powerful divine abilities left behind by the Sky Demon Emperor. Lin Feng! Today, you are destined to be trampled under my feet. The Sky Demon Emperor's son looked at Lin Feng with contempt, then walked toward Lin Feng. The magic power in his body surged as he began to prepare a powerful divine ability. Chapter 2961. What a powerful attack! Lin Feng couldn't help but look at the Sky Demon King's son in surprise. The Sky Demon King's son was very powerful now. The awakening of his bloodline had greatly increased his combat power. The current Heavenly Demon Emperor's son couldn't be mentioned in the same breath. As expected of the son of the Heavenly Demon Emperor who has awakened his bloodline 5 times. What a peerless and invincible existence! That's right, that Lin Feng is dead for sure. Let's see how he dies. The son of the Sky Demon Emperor won't let him die so easily. He will definitely torture and humiliate him. Only after venting his anger will he kill him. That's truly a fate worse than death, but it's truly satisfying. If the human Lin Feng were to die, it would definitely be a huge blow to the cultivators of the 9 regions. The cultivators from the various races, extraterrestrial races, and other forces who were watching the show all sneered. Everyone looked at Lin Feng indifferently as if they were looking at a dead man. In their opinion, Lin Feng was no different from a dead man. They didn't believe that Lin Feng could survive the attack of the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son. At this moment, the Heavenly Demon King's son had reached a level that made others feel despair. His combat prowess was too horrifying. He was practically unbeatable in this world. Who could compete with him? Lin Feng looked indifferently at the Sky Demon Emperor's son. He sneered and said, "If this is all you have after awakening your bloodline 5 times, I'm really disappointed. It seems that the Sky Demon Emperor's achievements have been exaggerated. How dare you!" The Sky Demon Emperor's son was furious. He looked at Lin Feng with disdain. "You're just a cultivator with a lowly bloodline. What right do you have to boast so shamelessly in front of me? Today, this prince will let you taste endless pain before you die." After saying that, the son of the Sky Demon Emperor stepped toward Lin Feng again. A destructive aura surged out of his body. That aura was terrifying to the extreme. People couldn't help but be shocked. "Heavenly Demon Immortal Slaughtering Technique!" The Sky Demon Emperor's son shouted coldly. He leaped up and charged at Lin Feng. At this moment, everyone felt that the Heavenly Demon King's son had disappeared from this world. Instead, it was replaced by an eternal light. Heavenly Demon Immortal Slaughtering Technique. A technique that could slay immortals was naturally peerless and invincible. It was frightening to the point that it was used by the Heavenly Demon King's son. This divine ability was indeed powerful. It was almost heaven-defying. The eternal immortal light combined with the power of the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son's bloodline awakening made people feel like they were revering a god. What Heavenly Demon Immortal Slaughtering Technique? It's nothing in front of me. Lin Feng's expression was indifferent as he stepped out from the void. His voice was extremely cold. This guy is too arrogant. He's still so arrogant even in the face of death. He'll be crying later. The spectators from the myriad races, outer realms, and other powers sneered and looked at Lin Feng with sarcasm. They didn't think that Lin Feng could defeat the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son who had awakened his bloodline. Even if someone were to tell them that the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son could compete with the Divine Emperor, they wouldn't believe it. Perhaps many people would believe it. Lin Feng took one step at a time towards the void. A deep and mysterious voice resounded across the world. Everyone's fate has long been decided. I have mastered the Tao of Fate, and am the embodiment of it in the mortal world. I have seen through the destinies of millions of existences. Some can be changed while others cannot. Please descend with the great power of fate. I will carry on the powerful will of the Tao of Fate, and punish this lowly being who dares to blaspheme it. Lin Feng seemed to have turned into an ancient priest. His voice was very pious, as if he was worshipping the heavens. No one could understand what he was saying because the summoning incantation Lin Feng had just chanted was a language unique to the Tao of Fate. Only those cultivators who had cultivated the Great Fate technique knew what Lin Feng was saying. When Lin Feng's voice fell, a river of fate appeared in the sky. The river of fate swept through the world and shook the void. It moved in all directions. It was as if it could shatter the universe. The power of fate was summoned by Lin Feng. Lin Feng seemed to have really become the embodiment of fate. He reached out and gently tapped the eternal light that the heavenly demon emperor's son had transformed into. The power of fate immediately coiled around Lin Feng's fingertip and quickly flew towards the heavenly demon emperor's son. Bang! Along with the sound of a violent collision, everyone saw that the sky demon emperor's son was sent flying. This scene left many people dumbfounded. The heavenly demon emperor's son, who had awakened his bloodline, was so powerful and terrifying that he was like an immortal god looking down on the world. But now, the heavenly demon emperor's son was sent flying. This was too unbelievable. This was simply too shocking. The scene in front of them could be described as shocking. Many people couldn't believe that this was real, but it was indeed what happened in front of them. No! This is impossible. The heavenly demon emperor's son couldn't accept what had happened. He had awakened the power of his bloodline and thought that he could crush Lin Feng. But in the end, he was sent flying by Lin Feng. This huge contrast. It almost made the heavenly demon emperor's son collapse. When I walk in the world, I can peek into the fate of billions of living beings. Your fate is to die in my hands and become the undead of this world, the dust of this world. Lin Feng murmured. He took a step forward and instantly arrived in front of the heavenly demon emperor's son. Then, he threw a punch at the heavenly demon emperor's son. Lin Feng's fist was surrounded by the endless power of fate. The punch that Lin Feng used was called the Fist of Fate. Heavenly Demon Chaos Wave. The heavenly demon emperor's son roared and used a new magic. An energy ball condensed in his right hand. The heavenly demon emperor's son threw the energy ball at Lin Feng. At the same time, he quickly retreated, trying to distance himself from Lin Feng. However, Lin Feng's Fist of Fate was so powerful that it directly shattered the energy ball that the heavenly demon emperor's son threw out. Then, he quickly rushed in front of the heavenly demon emperor's son. The invincible punch directly hit the heavenly demon emperor's son. Bang! Half of the heavenly demon emperor's son's body exploded and was dripping with blood. The other half of his body was sent flying. Chapter 2962. Heavens, the heavenly demon emperor's son is seriously injured. This Lin Feng is too terrifying. The heavenly demon emperor's son is dead for sure. Who would have thought that even the heavenly demon emperor's son isn't his match? Just what kind of person can defeat him? Don't jump to conclusions so early. The heavenly demon emperor's son definitely has some powerful moves he hasn't used yet. Let's wait until he does, then we'll see who will live and who will die. The cultivators of the myriad races, extraterritorial races, and other foreign factions spoke one after another. You actually injured me so badly. Lin Feng, I'll kill you! I'll kill you! The heavenly demon emperor's son couldn't help but roar. Next, his body began to burn fiercely. The heavenly demon emperor's son was burning his own bloodline to increase his combat strength. Lin Feng looked indifferently at the heavenly demon emperor's son and said coldly, "It's useless. No matter how much you struggle, your fate has already been sealed. There's no changing it." With that, Lin Feng continued to attack. He raised his right hand and struck out with the power of destiny. The power of destiny tore through the void and shone on the heavenly demon emperor's son. Just as the power of destiny was about to strike the heavenly demon emperor's son, a towering figure suddenly appeared behind the heavenly demon emperor's son. The figure was shrouded in boundless sacred light. His body emitted terrifying ripples of energy. He was like a peerless ruler who had awakened from his slumber. He possessed too many secrets. He was like a mythical existence. Just how powerful was such an existence? Perhaps there was no way to know. Anyone who sensed his aura would have been shocked. The Heavenly Demon Emperor. When they saw the mysterious figure, the myriad races cultivators couldn't help but kneel on the ground. The Heavenly Demon Emperor had a special meaning to the myriad races cultivators. Even after countless years, when the Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure reappeared, his powerful aura was still enough to make many myriad races cultivators kneel on the ground and salute him. After the Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure appeared, he raised his right hand and struck out at Lin Feng's power of destiny. With a loud bang, Lin Feng's power of destiny was shattered by the Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure. The Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure looked indifferently at Lin Feng. A human cultivator who has mastered the Tao of Destiny is extremely rare. Unfortunately, your cultivation of Destiny Tao isn't up to you. The Celestial Bestial Emperor jumped forwards and threw a punch at Lin Feng. The might of that peerless and invincible punch was truly terrifying to the extreme, causing people to involuntarily turn pale with fright. When the punch's power, of course. Lin Feng's river of destiny was shattered by the Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure. Then, the Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure walked towards Lin Feng and struck out at Lin Feng. He wanted to kill Lin Feng. Even the Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure has been summoned. That kid is dead for sure. The myriad races, extraterrestrial races, and other foreign cultivators all spoke up. Now that the Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure had appeared, their confidence was greatly boosted. They believed that the Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure could definitely kill Lin Feng. Lin Feng, let's see how you'll die. The Heavenly Demon Emperor's son laughed sinisterly not far away. His eyes were filled with hatred as he looked at Lin Feng. The Heavenly Demon Emperor's son was now filled with confidence that he could kill Lin Feng. Summoning the Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure was the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son's strongest technique. Lin Feng also felt how terrifying the Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure was. It was truly an unparalleled technique. If it were anyone else facing the Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure, only death would await them. However, Lin Feng was not without a way to deal with the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son. Facing the Heavenly Demon Emperor's attack, Lin Feng could not help but sneer. His hands formed a series of hand seals. Next, another Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure appeared behind Lin Feng. However, this Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure was under Lin Feng's control. Why is there another Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure? Many people could not help but exclaim when they saw the Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure that Lin Feng had summoned. They could not believe their eyes. It was normal for the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son to summon a Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure. However, Lin Feng had also summoned a Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure. This was too abnormal. The Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure that Lin Feng had summoned collided with the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son's figure. In an instant, with the two Heavenly Demon Emperor's figures at the center of the collision, the void around them collapsed. The two Heavenly Demon Emperors' battle caused a great deal of destruction. How can you summon a Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure? This can't be real! The Heavenly Demon Emperor's son roared. Only he could use such a skill, but now Lin Feng was using it. The Celestial Beast Emperor's son couldn't accept it. It's the 72 transformations! The Heavenly Demon Emperor's voice was cold, filled with boundless killing intent. His attacks grew fiercer and fiercer. He wanted to destroy the Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure that Lin Feng had summoned as soon as possible. The Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure that Lin Feng had summoned was not as strong as the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son's, but the difference was not that great. Therefore, it had no problem holding back the Heavenly Demon Emperor's figure. Lin Feng quickly charged toward the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son. He wanted to take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to kill the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son. 72 transformations! The Great Sage, Heaven's equals inheritance. This Lin Feng is too heaven-defying. The Heavenly Demon Emperor's son is going to be killed this time. The cultivators from the various races, alien races, and other factions cried out in alarm. "Your Highness!" The Golden Crow could not help but roar, wanting to rush over to help. However, the barbarian stopped the Golden Crow. Shinya and the Golden Crow fought the barbarian together, but they were unable to shake him off and were held back by him. By then, Lin Feng had already arrived in front of the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son. His voice was filled with cold, killing intent as he said, "Are you ready to die? I'll fight you to the death." The Heavenly Demon Emperor's son madly burned his bloodline and charged at Lin Feng. Lin Feng's expression was indifferent as he activated his magnetic field to envelop the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son. The Heavenly Demon Emperor's son's cultivation was greatly weakened. Lin Feng then used the Mystic Turtle Hunchback Steel to suppress the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son. Bang! Along with a violent collision sound, the two sides collided fiercely. The Heavenly Demon Emperor's son could not withstand the Mystic Turtle Hunchback Steel's attack and his body exploded. His body and soul were destroyed on the spot. Chapter 2963. Your Royal Highness, you died so miserably. Lin Feng, you little bastard, you actually killed His Royal Highness. This old man will not rest until you're dead. Qinhua people will not rest until you're dead. The old Golden Crow roared with incomparable resentment. His gaze towards Lin Feng was filled with endless hatred and killing intent. Now, the old Golden Crow wished he could cut Lin Feng into pieces. The Heavenly Demon Emperor was killed. The Heavenly Demon Emperor's only son died just like that. I wonder if there are any other members of the Heavenly Demon clan who were incomparably powerful in the past? If they know that the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son was killed, this clan will definitely not let this matter rest. This Lin Feng is becoming more and more terrifying. Even the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son was killed by him. If he is allowed to continue growing, this person is destined to become extremely heaven-defying. When that time comes, it will be even more difficult to kill this person. Exclamations could not help but resound. These myriad races, extraterritorial races, and other external forces all looked at Lin Feng with respect and fear. Lin Feng was too terrifying, causing their souls to tremble. Lin Feng did not care about the old Golden Crow's roar and hatred in the distance. There were savages restraining the old Golden Crow. The old Golden Crow was not a concern. After the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son was killed, the Heavenly Demon Emperor's projection that was summoned by the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son had already dissipated. Lin Feng did not have to worry about the Heavenly Demon Emperor's projection causing any harm to him. Seeing that the eighth heavenly fire, the black flame soul-devouring fire, wanted to escape, Lin Feng opened his hand and suppressed the black flame soul-devouring fire. Bang! That terrifying palm slammed onto the black flame soul-devouring fire. Powerful runes flew out and directly suppressed the black flame soul-devouring fire's flames. Then, the black flame soul-devouring fire was directly suppressed by Lin Feng. Ha ha ha! I finally obtained this heavenly fire! Lin Feng could not help but laugh. Obtaining the black flame soul-devouring fire meant that he was about to break through to the Boundary Emperor realm. Once he broke through to the Boundary Emperor realm, it would be a whole new level. Quasi-Emperor was a realm in preparation for becoming a great emperor. The 99 stony steps of the Quasi-Emperor would allow one to continuously accumulate and stabilize their cultivation base. This was the most critical period for comprehending the great Tao of heaven and earth and polishing one's Tao heart. Why was the Red World Fairy's secular heavenly art so powerful? This was because the Red World Fairy had been constantly polishing her Tao heart in the Quasi-Emperor realm. Lin Feng also had his own Tao. His Tao was the Tao of the Paragon Invincible. The Supreme Reincarnation Fist was a fist technique that Lin Feng had created using his own Tao. Once he broke through to the Quasi-Emperor realm, Lin Feng would also have to start polishing his own Tao and constantly improve it. When the time comes, would she be as heaven-defying as the Red World Fairy? However, when he thought about how the Red World Fairy had cultivated 3,000 grand Taos, Lin Feng could not stop himself from revealing a wry smile. The Red World Fairy cultivated too many of the 3,000 great Daos. Her Tao foundation was too powerful. He was simply too powerful. No one's Tao foundation could be compared with immortal venerable Hong Chen's. Lin Feng collected the storage ring of the Sky Demon Emperor's son, and then met up with Wu Liang Taoist. The savage sent the golden crow and Xinyuya flying with a palm strike before grabbing Lin Feng and Wu Liang Taoist and disappearing. Swoosh! A light flashed in the void as Lin Feng, Wu Liang Taoist, and the savage appeared beside a pool. "Thank you for your help, Senior," Lin Feng hurriedly said. Thank you. I will never forget your life-saving grace." Wu Liang Taoist also hurriedly expressed his gratitude. The savage looked at Lin Feng and said, "Prepare for your breakthrough," said the savage, walking away. He didn't want to stay behind to guard Lin Feng. When Lin Feng saw that the savage was about to leave, he asked, "Senior, are you my Tao protector?" This was something that had been on Lin Feng's mind for a long time. He had always felt that the savage was his Tao protector, but Lin Feng could not be sure. Thus, he directly asked the savage. The savage stopped and said, "What's the difference between being my Tao protector and not? Your future path is still up to you. No one can help you. Even if you have a Tao protector, you should forget this. Otherwise, you are destined to become a flower in a greenhouse." After saying that, the savage did not stay any longer and quickly left. "Wu Liang Taoist, holy shit! Looks like the savage might really be your Tao protector." Wu Liang Taoist could not help but shout after the savage left. Lin Feng said, "Regardless of whether he is my Tao protector or not, he has a deep relationship with me. Senior Savage is right. If a Tao protector is always by my side, I am destined to be a flower in a greenhouse. I will be instantly destroyed in the face of great storms." Wu Liang Taoist nodded and said, "Isn't that the case for the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son? Actually, that person's methods are very terrifying. I can sense that he still has many heaven-defying methods that he has yet to use. However, he was killed before he even had the chance to use them. That guy's usage of divine abilities is not at a level where he can use them as he pleases. In the end, it's because he has too little experience in life and death battles. Only by going through life and death battles can he know when to use divine abilities, and what divine abilities can restrain his opponent's divine abilities. What's most frightening is that he has many terrifying techniques at his disposal, but because of his lack of battle experience, he is ultimately suppressed by his opponent." Lin Feng said, "When I fought the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son, I also felt this. He should have inherited many of the Heavenly Demon Emperor's powerful techniques in his bloodline, but he was unable to use them. However, even if he could, he would definitely not be a match for me. Over the years, I have experienced many life and death battles, so I am very confident in killing the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son. I wonder what good things are in that guy's storage ring." Thinking about the storage ring of the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son, Taoist Wu Liang's eyes shone with a green light. As the Heavenly Demon Emperor's only son, the Heavenly Demon Emperor must have left behind many good things for his son in the past. And now, those things were in Lin Feng's hands. "Let's go and find a place to take a look at the treasures in the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son's storage ring," Lin Feng said and left with Taoist Wu Liang. He planned to take a look at the treasures in the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son's storage ring before adjusting his condition. After he had fully adjusted his condition, Yi Zichen decided to take a deep breath. Then, he would refine the black god-devouring flame and break through to the boundary Emperor realm. Xing Yuandao and the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son were killed by Lin Feng one after another. News quickly spread through the world inside the Primal Chaos Gate. Although the number of cultivators who had entered was relatively small, they were either great emperors or great emperors. Great emperors were either great emperors or extremely lucky people. Great emperors were either great emperors or the upper echelons of the various factions who knew how to enter the world inside the Primal Chaos Gate. When they heard about this, they were all extremely shocked. Xing Yuandao and the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son were definitely the most promising rising stars among the younger generation of the myriad races. But now, he had been killed by Lin Feng alone. This news caused a huge commotion. Xing Yuanao and the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son's identity was especially sensitive. Chapter 2964. Xing Yuanao is the great-grandson of the great emperor of the sacred god race, Xing Wuqiong. Now that he has been killed by Lin Feng, the sacred god race will not let this matter rest. The son of the Sky Demon Emperor is the only son of the Sky Demon Emperor. Although the Sky Demon Emperor has been dead for many years, many races were protected by the Sky Demon Emperor in the past. Now that the only son of the Sky Demon Emperor has been killed, many royal families will not sit idly by. This Lin Feng has caused a great disaster. There is absolutely no one who can save him. That's right, this person is dead for sure. Just wait and see. After the myriad races, extraterritorial races, and other foreign cultivators learned of this news, they began to discuss it. When the 9 regions cultivators heard this, they were overjoyed. The son of the Sky Demon Emperor and Xing Yuanao had always been high and mighty. The 9 regions cultivators hated these two to the bone. Now that they heard that these 2 people had been killed by Lin Feng, they were naturally very happy. While the outside world was in an uproar because of the death of Xing Yuanao and the son of the Sky Demon Emperor, Lin Feng and Taoist Wu Lian were searching for the storage ring of the Sky Demon Emperor's son. The storage ring of the Sky Demon Emperor's son had an independent space that was very large. Inside the storage ring was a mountain of top-grade origin crystals, a mountain of half-immortal stones. There were even thousands of immortal stones. It had to be said that this guy was really rich. Even Lin Feng had never seen so many immortal stones. Immortal stones were priceless treasures. They were often used at the critical moment of a breakthrough, such as when breaking through to the Great Emperor realm. This was because breaking through to the Great Emperor realm required extremely harsh energy. It required incomparably pure energy to help a cultivator complete the breakthrough. However, immortal stones were not easy to find. Many people missed the best time to break through because they could not find immortal stones. In the end, it led to the failure of the breakthrough. There were simply countless examples of this. It was a huge waste to break through to the quasi-emperor realm and refine immortal stones. But now, there were so many immortal stones in the storage ring of the Sky Demon Emperor's son. This made Lin Feng extremely excited. With so many immortal stones, he would need enough immortal stones to break through to the Emperor realm. In the storage ring of the Sky Demon Emperor's son, there was a mountain of natural treasures. Moreover, there was also a spiritual field. Inside the spirit field, there were stalks of immortal herbs shrouded in immortal light. This greatly surprised Lin Feng. Only spirit herbs that were over 1,000,000 years old could become immortal herbs. One had to know that ordinary spirit herbs would be destroyed after growing for 70,000 to 80,000 years. Very few spirit herbs could grow to over 100,000 years old. Needless to say, spiritual herbs that were over 1,000,000 years old were simply rare in the world. Although immortal herbs were not at the level of immortal herbs, they were still extremely precious and could be refined into immortal pills with immortal herbs as the main ingredient. Moreover, these immortal medicines could greatly increase a cultivator's lifespan and could even bring the dead back to life. Each type of immortal medicine was extremely heaven-defying. Now, there were actually 60 to 70 different types of immortal medicines here. Lin Feng didn't know where the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son got these immortal herbs. Could it be that the Heavenly Demon Emperor had left it for him? Lin Feng continued to search through the various treasures inside. The storage ring was extremely large and contained all kinds of treasures. For example, there were all kinds of immortal metals, divine stones, and various magic treasures piled up like mountains. Lin Feng discovered 4 extremely terrifying treasures in the storage ring of the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son. The first magic treasure was the war spear that the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son often used. With a light sweep of this war spear, heaven and earth would collapse. This war spear was called the Sky War Spear. It was an emperor-level magic treasure. The second magic treasure was a giant sword surrounded by lightning. This giant sword was called the Sword of Heavenly Lightning. It was also an Emperor-level weapon. The third treasure was even more extraordinary. It was the Heavenly Demon Saber left behind by the Heavenly Demon Emperor. This Heavenly Demon Saber was an immortal artifact-level treasure. However, before the Heavenly Demon Emperor died, he added 9 seals to the Heavenly Demon Saber. Perhaps the Heavenly Demon Emperor didn't want his son to rely too much on the power of the magic treasure, so he gave up on his own cultivation. Thus, he added these seals to the Heavenly Demon Saber. The fourth treasure shocked Lin Feng even more. The fourth treasure was trapped in the deepest part of the storage ring of the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son. This storage ring should have been refined by the Heavenly Demon Emperor and passed down to his son. Now, this storage ring was in Lin Feng's hands. An ancient demon weapon was suppressed in the deepest part of the storage ring. Lin Feng had seen ancient demon weapons before. Thus, he could sense the ancient demon weapon's aura. The treasure suppressed was definitely an ancient demon weapon. It emitted boundless demon chi. Moreover, its aura was so terrifying that it made one's face pale. Even if an ancient demon weapon was suppressed, its terrifying aura still made one's soul tremble uncontrollably. Back then, Lin Feng had obtained my Takeo's storage ring. This ancient immortal storage ring suppressed an ancient demon weapon. And this ancient killing weapon was still being suppressed in the storage ring. Without absolute strength to control the ancient demon weapon, Lin Feng naturally couldn't release it. If he really did that, he would definitely die. Kid, you're very powerful. You actually killed the Heavenly Demon Emperor's son. Now, perhaps we can negotiate. Let's talk about where we can cooperate. A voice suddenly resounded in Lin Feng's mind. The ancient demon weapon was transmitting to Lin Feng, hoping to negotiate with Lin Feng. Lin Feng asked indifferently, "Did the Heavenly Demon Emperor suppress you back then?" "That's right. The Heavenly Demon Emperor suppressed me. Back then, the Heavenly Demon Emperor wanted me to acknowledge him as my master. Of course, I didn't agree. Thus, the Heavenly Demon Emperor and I engaged in an unprecedented battle." The ancient demon weapon began to tell Lin Feng what happened back then. That battle caused the heavens to fall and the earth to split. The sun and moon lost their light, the stars shattered, and the universe collapsed. The Heavenly Demon Emperor was indeed worthy of being a peerless expert who could shake the 9 heavens. His strength was truly terrifying. Even I was no match for him. However, although the Heavenly Demon Emperor was powerful, he was not powerful enough to crush me. After a fierce battle, the Heavenly Demon Emperor was finally injured by me. The murderous aura in my body rushed into his Tao's source. This is an incurable injury. My essence was also injured by the Heavenly Demon Emperor. Then, the Heavenly Demon Emperor suppressed me in his Heavenly Demon Ring. You're saying that you single-handedly caused the Heavenly Demon Emperor's death? Lin Feng asked in shock. This was absolutely earth-shattering news. The Heavenly Demon Emperor's death back then was simply too strange. Chapter 2965. The Heavenly Demon Emperor was such a terrifying existence, and a powerful expert. However, he died because of suppressing the ancient demon soldier. This matter caused Lin Feng's heart to be greatly shocked. The strength of the ancient demon soldier was evident. What are you still hesitating for? If you let me go, I can give you a lot of things. All kinds of powerful supernatural powers, even the 3,000 great Taos, the locations of many experts, etc. I can tell you everything. The ancient demon soldier slowly tempted Lin Feng and made Lin Feng agree to his request. However, Lin Feng was not moved at all. Now, the ancient demon soldier was very tempting and promised very well. However, who knew if he would still have the same attitude after he was released? What if the ancient demon soldier turned hostile? If an expert of this level turned hostile, the consequences would be disastrous for Lin Feng. Therefore, even if he really released the ancient demon soldier, it would definitely not be at this time. He would wait until Lin Feng's cultivation was strong enough in the future. When he was confident that he could subdue the ancient demon soldier and make it work for him, he would release the ancient demon soldier. The ancient demon soldier seemed to be aware of Lin Feng's thoughts. He continued, "There are not many opportunities in life. If you seize one opportunity, you may be able to change your life. You must think about this matter carefully." Lin Feng said, "Of course, I will think about this matter carefully. Give me some time to think about it." "Okay, I hope it won't take too long," the ancient demon soldier said. Lin Feng did not want to fall out with the ancient demon soldier now. After all, there was no grudge between him and the ancient demon soldier. Since he could delay it, he would delay it for a while. Lin Feng continued to search for other treasures. Lin Feng found many ancient star maps. They were all routes to various star fields. These ancient star maps were extremely precious. Lin Feng even found the ancient star maps to the demon realm and the devil realm. This surprised him. The son of the heavenly demon emperor really had a lot of good things on him. Lin Feng was more interested in the magical powers of the son of the heavenly demon emperor. This person's inherited magical powers were extremely powerful. Every magical power could be said to be heaven-defying, peerless and invincible, boundless and terrifying. If he could obtain the magical powers of the son of the heavenly demon emperor, he would definitely be able to accumulate a lot of power. Lin Feng searched carefully. But he could not find the inheritance of the heavenly demon emperor. It seemed that the heavenly demon emperor did not record of the powerful magical powers of the heavenly demon emperor. Instead, he memorized it in his mind. Of the emperor, of the ancient demon emperor. Lin Feng was. "Huh! What's this? He." Every page was densely packed with words. Lin Feng was shocked when he saw the words. The contents of the book were cultivation techniques. Each page contained a magical power. There were a total of 15 magical powers. All of them were 3,000 great Das. The heavenly demon emperor's son must have obtained these 3,000 great Das. He didn't have time to comprehend them. If he did, he would have destroyed the book. Lin Feng could not help but ponder. He guessed that the book might have been obtained by the heavenly demon emperor's son from the Primal Chaos Ancient Nation, or the Primal Chaos Gate. And now, this opportunity had become his. Ha! 3,000 great Das! I've struck it rich! Lin Feng couldn't help but feel excited. The 3,000 great Das were the foundation of cultivation. They were the foundation of a great Tao. Such a great Tao was naturally wondrous. The more of the 3,000 great Taos one cultivated, the more perfect one's great Tao would be. The foundation of a great Tao would also become stronger. To a cultivator, this was an extremely important matter. Great tortoise breathing technique, great art of invincibility, great dragon strength technique, great gale technique, great collapsing technique, great execution technique, great resurrection technique, great restoration technique. Lin Feng flipped through the 15 pages and carefully browsed through the contents. Every one of the 3,000 great Taos was incomparably precious. Finally, Lin Feng's divine will withdrew from the heavenly demon ring. Immeasurable Taoist called out, "What treasures are inside? We're brothers. Let's split it in half." Lin Feng said, "This heavenly demon emperor's son was really a pauper. He didn't have anything good on him. They were all junk. But at least he had some immortal stones on him," Lin Feng said as he took out 10 immortal stones and some heavenly treasures. He gave them to Immeasurable Taoist. The heavenly demon emperor's son was killed by Lin Feng himself. These treasures naturally belonged to Lin Feng. However, considering that Immeasurable Taoist was on his side, it wouldn't be good if he didn't give him anything. The heavenly demon emperor's son's father is the heavenly demon emperor. He must have left many treasures behind. Are you trying to send a beggar away with these things? Immeasurable Taoist immediately shouted in dissatisfaction. Lin Feng said, "Look at what you're saying. How could I send a beggar away with these things? I know you obtained many treasures from the Great Tomb, so you don't care about these things, right? Why don't we take out the treasures we obtained and split them evenly?" When Lin Feng mentioned the treasures in the Great Tomb, Immeasurable Taoist looked at Lin Feng like he was guarding against a thief. He didn't continue arguing with Lin Feng. He directly took the things Lin Feng gave him. Over the next few days, Lin Feng adjusted his state of mind. While Lin Feng was in seclusion, the old golden crow searched everywhere for Lin Feng like a madman. He wanted to kill Lin Feng to avenge the heavenly demon emperor's son. Many strong cultivators from the 10,000 clans, foreign races, and other influential groups were looking for Lin Feng. They also wanted to eliminate Lin Feng. These sects were aiming for the 9 prefectures. Since they wanted to seize the 9 prefectures, they couldn't allow a heaven-defying existence like Lin Feng to grow. Otherwise, he would be a huge threat to them in the future. Lin Feng was unaware of what was happening outside. After 3 days of seclusion, the tribulation light surged from Lin Feng's forehead. He felt that it was the best time to break through. Lin Feng took out a large number of half-immortal stones and devoured their energy. He stored the energy in his dantian, waiting to use it when he broke through. Next, Lin Feng began refining the 8th-ranked black flame god-devouring skyfire. Chapter 2966. Lin Feng had already refined 4 types of heavenly fire, so he was very eager to refine the black flame spirit-devouring fire. The first time a cultivator refined a heavenly fire was often the most difficult because it was very likely that the cultivator would be burned to ashes by the heavenly fire. As long as one had experience, refining the heavenly fire would not be as difficult as before. After all, everything started from nothing, and then practice made perfect. Lin Feng, who had refined 4 types of heavenly fire in succession, was definitely very familiar with it. The black flame spirit-devouring fire was indeed the 8th-ranked heavenly fire. The backlash was extremely terrifying. Waves of tyrannical flame power surged in his body, burning Lin Feng's body. However, Lin Feng summoned the 4 heavenly fires to protect his body at this moment. Therefore, the black flame spirit-devouring fire could not harm Lin Feng's body. The black flame spirit-devouring fire seemed to have given birth to its own spirituality, but this spirituality was not particularly strong. No wonder the black flame spirit-devouring fire had taken the initiative to run away. It turned out that the black flame spirit-devouring fire had given birth to a fire spirit. This fire spirit should not be the first fire spirit born in the black flame spirit-devouring fire. This was because a heavenly fire like the black flame spirit-devouring fire had a very long history. The first fire spirit definitely had extremely heaven-defying strength. However, many fire spirits of heavenly fire had been obliterated for various reasons. Therefore, many heavenly fires did not have fire spirits. If there was a fire spirit, one would encounter fierce resistance from the fire spirit when trying to refine these heavenly fires. The current fire spirit of the black flame spirit-devouring fire should be born after the previous fire spirit was destroyed. The current fire spirit was not strong enough, so it could not resist Lin Feng's refinement of the black flame spirit-devouring fire. It took Lin Feng 3 days to get there. Finally, he successfully refined the black flame spirit-devouring fire. Waves of terrifying aura surged out of Lin Feng's body. It shook the void. An extremely powerful light of calamity formed between Lin Feng's eyebrows. That light of calamity could be said to be apocalyptic. It was so terrifying that people could not help but turn pale. Boom! Along with the violent fluctuations, it surged out. Lin Feng could no longer suppress the light of calamity between his eyebrows. Lin Feng felt like his body was about to explode. He quickly rushed out of the cave where he was in seclusion. The outside world was already flashing with lightning, and a sea of lightning was already brewing. This guy's lightning tribulation is too terrifying! Taoist Wu Liang could not stop himself from shouting. Next, he quickly flew into the distance. Soon, the first tribulation lightning struck. Lin Feng stood in the void, allowing the first lightning tribulation to strike his body. He was safe and sound. Now that Lin Feng had the support of the 8th heavenly flame, his body seemed to have the power to destroy the world. That surge of power was akin to toppling mountains and overturning seas, frenziedly battering Lin Feng's realm barrier. That power seemed to contain a new kind of power that could protect Lin Feng's body. To help Lin Feng resist the heavenly tribulation, thick Kulpa thunders bombarded Lin Feng, but they couldn't injure him. When Lin Feng broke through to the giant god realm, he attracted a minor karma tribulation. One had to know that some cultivators who broke through to the great emperor realm only attracted a minor karma tribulation. But Lin Feng attracted a minor karma tribulation when he broke through to the giant god realm. What a shocking thing this was! Now that he broke through to the quasi-emperor realm, Lin Feng would definitely attract an even more terrifying and powerful lightning tribulation. All kinds of lightning tribulation struck down. Lin Feng seemed to be immune to all kinds of lightning tribulation. No matter how powerful the lightning tribulation was, it could not hurt his body. Lin Feng resisted the first 3,000 bolts of lightning tribulation with his physical body. Those powerful lightning tribulation power was absorbed into Lin Feng's body and then tempered his body. Lin Feng's physical strength was greatly improved. Breaking through a major realm and tempering the body with lightning tribulation was the best time to improve the physical body. Lin Feng was well aware of this point, so at this moment, Lin Feng was absorbing the power of lightning tribulation to his heart's content. Tempering his body. His body was bronze in color. Although it did not look very strong, the muscles on his body were perfectly streamlined. This was a body so perfect that others couldn't help but be envious of it. Every inch of his muscles seemed to contain destructive power. After the 3,000 bolts of lightning tribulation, Lin Feng had no choice but to use magic power to resist these lightning tribulation. Because the destructive power of the lightning tribulation after the 3,000 bolts of lightning tribulation was too terrifying, the damage to the body was too serious. If he did not use magic power to resist, even a body as strong as Lin Feng's would not be able to bear it. Although he was using magic power to resist these lightning tribulation, Lin Feng's body was still absorbing the power of the lightning tribulation. The later lightning tribulation was very destructive. Lin Feng's body exploded time and time again, but it was repaired by Lin Feng's immortal divine body. In this constant cycle of destruction and rebirth, Lin Feng's body was undergoing a new transformation. This transformation was extremely difficult, but once it was successful, Lin Feng's body would surpass the immortal emperor realm. It would reach a whole new level. After the 6,000 bolts of lightning tribulation fell, Lin Feng would be injured even if he used magic power. However, the lightning tribulation continued to fall, and it clearly had no intention of ending. Is this guy trying to go through a great karma tribulation? This kind of heavenly tribulation contains 9,999 bolts of lightning tribulation. He's just breaking through to the boundary emperor realm, but he actually attracted a lightning tribulation that others might not be able to attract when breaking through to the immortal emperor realm. This guy is too sick. In the distance, Taoist Wu Liang could not help but exclaim. This time, Taoist Wu Liang had guessed correctly. Lin Feng was going through a great karma tribulation. It contained a total of 9,999 bolts of lightning tribulation. This was a heaven-defying lightning tribulation that was terrifying to an unimaginable extent. It was simply shocking. The lightning tribulation was terrifying, but Lin Feng had endless means. Finally, he successfully endured 8,000 bolts of lightning tribulation. The lightning tribulation after that was even more powerful and terrifying. All kinds of terrifying lightning tribulations fell one after another. When Lin Feng endured the 9,985th bolt of lightning tribulation, even someone as powerful as him was almost killed by the lightning tribulation. At the crucial moment, Lin Feng awakened the power of the immortal divine blood. Lin Feng seemed to have seen a mysterious world, and in that mysterious world, his father was looking at him. Behind his father, there were many illusory figures. Those existences seemed to be their bloodline's ancestors. Lin Feng's immortal divine blood played an extremely crucial role during the lightning tribulation. In addition, the great calamity art played a crucial role. Lin Feng actually went through 9,999 bolts of lightning tribulation consecutively without being obliterated. There were still 9 bolts of lightning tribulation left, and they were also the most terrifying ones. If he succeeded, Lin Feng would break through to the Boundary Emperor realm. You're tuning in to the Phoenix Knights YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.